Mm. Oh, I think I hit the wrong button again. Uh, okay. Well, that's fine. Okay, there we go. Good morning. Good morning, Thomas, and good morning, Emily. Good morning, Lemon Zest. I wanted to at least, show up for a little bit today instead of just, completely blowing off the entire stream. Um, yeah. But I'm really not feeling great today. I wasn't feeling great yesterday. Day before I was doing okay, but eh. But I figured I'd come here, I'd at least talk to you, go over a couple of things that I've been up to, maybe talk to y'all about how you've been feeling this week, and then I'm just gonna cut it real short today, just so I don't burn myself out. So yeah, please forgive my voice too. I've just been kind of going through it. How's everybody been doing this week? Why don't we start with how everybody's been doing? That's what I like to do. How's everybody been doing? Y'all been feeling okay? Have you been having a good week? Have you been having a bad week? Have you been having an up and down week like me? I got a new PC. Oh, very nice. Wait, was it because you wanted a new PC or is it because your old PC broke? Sometimes that depends. I did not get enough sleep last night. I've been sleeping too much. I have the opposite issue to you. I just don't even want to get out of bed. Very up and down for me right now. Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat as you, Rosalie. I upgraded every shred of it to play Doom: The Dark Age. That doesn't give me hope that my PC is going to be capable of playing that game, but I appreciate the heads up.
Gombik gave me a chance and made Ame dance.
Oh, Gombik. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh my goodness. You didn't have to do that, especially because I postponed the Amore thing today, and we're really. I thank you, thank you. Can you get me all emotional on stream again? Let me see what you said. It said nothing. You just donated, Gombik. You're too sweet. Here you go. Here's some extra head pats for you, my friend. Thank you. Mika, oh my goodness, it's so good to see you. I haven't seen you in forever. I hope you've been doing okay. Very weird week. Life becomes weird. Yeah, I get it. The weather's starting to change. And you think after 4 years of living like this, I would get used to it, but it's I don't deal well with season changes. I don't do well with the weather changing. I don't do well with that stuff. I hope you're feeling well. I'm better than I was yesterday, which was really bad. Unfortunately. I also broke up with my boyfriend. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Okay, hugs for you. Everybody give Emily some hugs and some head patch. I'm so sorry. That sucks. Even if it was for like a valid reason, like that's still a very emotionally hard thing to do with somebody. True, I'll DM you today. I'm so glad to hear from you. I've been having like kind of an off day, so if I don't get back to you right away, like that don't misread it. Like that's just me not being on it today. I always try to remind folks, it's like I never intentionally ignore you. Like, do you know how many times I just leave people on red and because I've like got too much going on and then I just forget to reply to them for like 3 days? It's really not like the second somebody like bumps the message and I like realize I'd forgotten, I usually feel immediately bad. He came out as gay. Wait, so that was that like his way of saying that he wasn't like interested in you anymore just based on like your own like gender ideology? I just want to make sure I understand. Hello, I didn't watch your streams so long, but I'm finally back. I'm excited. Welcome back. I'm doing a short one today cuz I'm not feeling the best. I'll get into it a little bit if anybody's curious about like what's going on with me, but I'm going to have a vacation next week. Gombik, that sounds amazing. Where are you going? Been successfully missing a deadline in Mod Jam. I also feel like some of my friends don't entirely accept or notice me. I mean, that's a tough one. I know that I think we were talking about that the other day too. I mean, I could try to give you some advice about it, but like all the friends I told about it don't talk to me anymore. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm not the best one to ask. That's all right. I understand it's hard for everybody right now, I guess. Yeah, I've noticed that too. I've made that observation. Everybody's kind of going through it in their own ways these days. In the middle of Czechia. Oh god, I definitely butchered that. I'm so sorry. Get better soon. It's like the problem is like I'm not I'm not necessarily sick. Well, I'm my voice is like kind of groggy still cuz I've been sleeping a lot. So like that's like what's going on with my voice. But like I've just been having like really bad pain management for like the past, let's just call it 2 days now, and it's like there's no fix for that. There's like there is nothing I can really do about that. There are things I can do to make it better for a little bit, right? But it's like everything's a band-aid solution. It's like there is not like a magic pill that I can take and it's like waves away like all the associated problems with that. Yeah, he said he wasn't feeling attraction to a woman. I understood. I also found out my brother, whom I didn't see for 4 years. It's been a weird week. That does sound pretty up and down. I also had the same issue. Um, yeah. Coming out and like having people like it can make some of those changes. That's tough. I'm glad that you respect them and you understand like their position, but it's like that's a tough one. The worst part of online friends is being unable to help them when they're in a tough spot because they live in like Narnia or something. I know. Wouldn't it be so nice if we all lived within like a reasonable driving distance of each other and we could just actually all go hang out? That'd be nice. Like not like a weird hangout. Like I don't know, go to a park or something. Just kind of like I don't know. Everybody kind of just hangs out. Maybe we do like a barbecue or something. That'd be cool. Right now, like a formal party. Nobody bring any alcohol, right? Like we'll make it a chill event. right? You could bring cupcakes. BYOC, bring your own cupcakes. There you go. Wait, except for me, you got to bring me extra cupcakes. Also, I hadn't slept in 2 days. Oh goodness. So like the like couple days before all of this, I wasn't sleeping too well either. Now I feel like my body's like, you better sleep. You better sleep because if you don't, right? Like I feel like I'm being held hostage by my own like exhaustion. All right, so it's Czechia, like Czech Republic. See, I grew up with Czechoslovakia. At least that's what they called it when I was in school. I don't know what's happened since then. I probably should have stayed on top of it, but I know things have like evolved there. I just don't know how it happened. I don't know the particulars. But like when I went to school, I remember it was called Czechoslovakia. Also, like when I first started learning history, too, it was still called the Soviet Union, which is really, really crazy for me. Because, like, I even remember opening up, like, my books and, like, the teacher's like, yeah, you can't call it the Soviet Union anymore. We haven't gotten a new textbook. I'm like, wait, what? And they're like, it's Russia now. And I'm like, why? And they're like, you'll learn that later. When I was growing up, like one of the maps on my wall still said Soviet Union on it for like ever. Well, I mean, obviously I didn't really replace a world map, like, right? One would wish that people I actually like lived anywhere near, but they're always somewhere in Poland. A lot of my friends are from like EU or from like over somewhere in Asia, which is really cool. I love the cultural like perspectives and differences. I actually really enjoy that you all like have something different to offer to me. Like when I say, "Ah, this is my favorite food," you all have like a completely different thing I've never heard of before. I love that. Slovak politicians wanted to do more corruption, basically. I do know that there's some issues there, but like for me to say I'm at all familiar with like how any of that actually works, I think it's one of those countries that has like a really long-term president that's just been kind of corrupt for a while. I don't know. Again, I'm commenting on something I really am not familiar with. This is just like what I vaguely understand. They divorced. Okay. All right. That's sad, but that makes more sense. To me, 2004, the Soviet Union is ancient history. I know, but you have to remember I was born in the 80s, so it's like, you know, I don't know. It fell within at least my lifetime, right? Like, if anything, Russia is still a new country to me, from my perspective. I mean, is it really new? I think they just changed the name at this point, right? Oh, good morning, floating away today. It's good to see you. You have a fan from Germany, too. If you do go to the Discord, and I know not everybody uses Discord, but if you do end up going to the Discord, we have a section called German Cuties. That's where all the German folks hang out. So if you want to hang out with other people that are also German, we have a space for that in our Discord. Actually, I think I can link directly to it right from here. Hold on, wait. I think I can. Where is it? German Cuties. Invite to channel. Copy. Wait, I gotta edit the invite link because like if I don't, it expires, which is really stupid. I hate that it does that. Here we go. If you click that link, it'll take you directly to the Discord to the German cuties section. Oh, my procrastination on learning German. I've wanted to learn German for a long time, and Mandarin. I'm probably never going to be fluent in either of those languages. Well, I'm Tunisian living in Germany. Do you like it? Can somebody tell me what's the German single word for German cuties? There's gotta be one. Cutie cat girl on my screen. Just ones and zeros. It's so good to see you. I was just thinking about you the other day. It's been a while since we've played some, like, Dungeons and Dragons. I've got too much crap on my plate. Peter, welcome. Emily, you're like peak anti-Roman. Wait. Are people still anti-Roman? I thought the Roman Empire fell a while ago. Aw, Peter, thank you for the flower. I saw that, cutie. My last gems. It's okay. I know you're busy. I mean, not yesterday. I feel really bad about yesterday. Yesterday, I was not busy. Well, unless you count laying in bed, not doing anything. Just going, oh God, my life sucks. Right? Like, that. If that counts as busy, then yeah, I was very busy all day. Booked an all-day appointment. I booked an all-day appointment to get nothing done. Oh, I hate days like that, though, really. I really do. It feels weird without music in the stream. Wait, there are supposed to be music in the stream. Wait, is it not playing? Oh, it's like glitching out. Hold on, wait. There's something wrong with my music. Hold on a second. Let me figure it out. Thanks for pointing it out, because I had no idea. I don't even have my headphones on right now. How about now? Can you hear it now? Like, I just don't want it to be louder than me, but you should be able to hear it. Like, I think it works now. I don't know. Honestly, I can't tell anymore. Oh, I put a little control panel in my thing so I can see, like, the music now, and I can, like, fast forward through it and skip it. So if anybody thinks the song is annoying or something, I can just, like, manage it now. Hopefully that's all better now. I didn't even notice the rain outside of my window was so relaxing. I love the rain too. Like, honestly, it was raining yesterday. That's part of my problem though, right? Is like, I love that weather, right? But like, I don't know anybody who's like ever had like an older relative or anything, and they're like, oh, like the rain makes my bones ache, right?
At floating away today, super head patted 87 cents. Cute cat girl on my screen. Like her stream.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much, cutie. I mean, yes, if you all could please do that. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I don't know how to talk about like this in a way that like makes sense, but like, YouTube hates me. Like, none of my recent videos are doing very well, and like, I don't know if they're even showing them to people or not. But like, I'm getting like absolutely crushed these days, and it's like, so if you could please like go and like them or leave a comment on stuff, like even if you're not super interested, like it still helps, right? Like, even if you watch it for a couple of minutes, like it really, like I really do need the engagement on my stuff. Like, I'm getting absolutely destroyed this year. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know if it's because I'm streaming less, or I just haven't been consistent with releasing content, or I don't know what I'm doing differently, but YouTube is actively showing less and less and less and less and less of me to everybody. and I don't know what to do to fix it. I don't know. I don't know. It's very frustrating. And when like this is one of my main sources of income, that's a kind of a very concerning issue to me. And it's also part of the reason why I don't want to just blow off an entire stream. Sure, I might not want to play a video game today because I don't feel good, but I really feel like if I just keep doing this, like I keep getting more punished by like YouTube for doing stuff like this. I don't know. I don't know how any of it actually works. So it's like I'm just guessing. You would think after like being on this platform for years and having nearly 3,000 subscribers, I would know something about the algorithm, but I really don't. I feel like I have like an idea of it, and then like all of my expectations and thoughts just go out the window because something crazy will happen. Rain, what are you doing outside of Snow Owl's window? Just, you know, taking a stroll through the neighborhood. Don't mind me, I'm just passing through. I call it rain ache when it hurts my bones. Oh, God. That's a hell of a name for it. I'm a history nerd, not one of those weird ones. Thomas, I'm a history nerd too. You're in good company. Also, head pats for floating away today. I'm sorry. I'm kind of brain dead today. Let me give you some extra head pats, cutie. Everybody give head pats to floating away today. Because they're awesome. I'll watch some of your newer videos today, don't worry. I mean, I know everybody here who shows up to these live streams, the 15 to 25 people on average that show up and watch my streams, whether or not you lurk or you, like, participate in the chat or you click the buttons or sometimes you just maybe say something once in a while, right? Like, I get it. I have, like, a very small core audience of people, and that's good, but it's like for everything else, right? Like I'm trying to push my content a little bit further than like 20 views, right? And like I think I've gotten a few more since then, but it's like, oh God, like I don't understand what I did wrong. Like, am I just bad at making content? I don't get it. I really don't. I kind of wish somebody would just, like, slap me across the face and be like, you're bad at making videos like this. Do something different. Right? Like, at least then I'd know. Oh, by the way, check out a collection of unmitigated pedantry. Good history blog. You might have to send me a link later. There were rumors circulating that the algorithm of YouTube is a black box that nobody actually understands. I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, I kind of understand how the videos work, right? And I this is the issue that I have is like whenever my video gets tested out on the like test audience, nobody really is interested in clicking on it, and I don't know why. So like my folks that subscribe or like that small group of people that like usually watch my content will see it, but then like the rest of YouTube, it's almost like I'm invisible to the rest of YouTube. To say I'm like shadow banned would be not the right description, but like I feel like I'm almost like pushed down, like all the way to the bottom where you can't find me. And like I don't even know if that's true or not. That's just how it feels, right? That's just my observation of it. Girl, would you like to learn JavaScript? And for a while when I first moved out, I barely had any money, still got enough money through freelancing. That's basically the position I'm in now. I do everything through my art, like basically like the Ko-Fi supporters, the YouTube members, and the people who commission me through my art. Those are my 3 sources of income. That's it. That's all I've got. That's all I've got. It's like a 50-50 split between those who want to support on Ko-Fi and YouTube channel members. Then much smaller percent, because not everybody's interested in buying art from me, is from the commissions. That's it. Those are my only sources of income. I don't make any money on sponsorships. I've never taken a sponsorship on the channel. I don't have like a deal or like anything with anybody else. That's why I talk so much shit about like HelloFresh and all this other stuff, because I can. I still maintain my freedom of speech by doing it this way, even if it kind of hurts. Learn LMMS. Actually, Dark Raven offered to teach me that not too long ago. Maybe I should hit him up What I really wanted to do for a while was like start working with musicians and make like album covers for their music. I have made an album cover before. That was something I was really interested in doing, but it's like there's not really a lot of demand for stuff like that. And like, I'm just gonna be real about it with like AI, right? Like, who the hell wants to hire some like freelance artist and pay her $50 when you can just go to ChatGPT and just be like, hi, I need this. What? And then like 3 seconds later, you have like a generic, and it's pretty bad, right? It's not a great drawing, but guess what? It's probably serviceable for the thing you needed it for, right? Why pay me anything when you can get slop for free? We don't remember the exact wording, but we looked up LGBTQIA social media, and Miss Rain's Blue Sky account was the third result. That's actually shocking. Also, make more political content in a separate channel. It's easy to make. If you want, I can help you with that. I have been weird about politics for a while. I feel like I am going to change my position on that soon, Emily. I'm not exactly sure if I would make a brand new channel for it. I don't know yet. But I've the few times that I have brought up political commentary on this channel, it has done very well. Sorry, I had to lower the music again. Wouldn't most musicians be anti-AI? Yeah, but it's like we also still have to like, you know, collaborate and meet each other and know each other exists, right? Like there might be musicians out there that want to like commission me, right? But they just don't know I exist or that I'm available for work, right? And I don't know they exist and that they need like album covers, right? It's just one of those things where we have to find each other for that to work. I really want to support you, but I don't have any money. I still like your videos, and I'm trying to help the best I can. Honestly, you don't have to give me a single penny. I've brought this up a million times. I obviously, like, right, like, I do this full-time, right? And, like, I do need money, right? So, like, just to be very clear about it, like, I need it. But you do not have to ever support me financially. You don't have to donate to me. You don't have to donate on Ko-Fi. You don't have to send me any gifts, right? You don't have to go to my Throne account and buy me something, right? You don't owe me a single penny. You could show up here, just watch the content, interact with the chat, send me a bunch of emojis, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and that's enough. You've done enough. Even if you just did one of those things, that would be enough, right? That's more than enough. So I don't want you to feel bad in any particular, because I know there is like at least a handful of people that come out to me consistently, and it's not always the same people, but I see the same like message all the time. It's like, I really wish I could donate to you. I feel so bad. Like, I get it. Everybody is in a bad spot. Either you don't have a job like me, right, and you're not able to find work, right? Or maybe you lost your job recently. I hear from all of you. I have individual conversations with a lot of folks in the community, and I know how bad the suffering is. That's why I feel bad bringing up my problems, you know? Right? Like, everybody's going through it right now. So I just don't want anybody to feel bad. I don't want anybody to ever feel like I've twisted their arm and is like, haha, greedy cat girl, give me all your gold coins, right? Like, that's not why I'm here. It's not ever why I started coming here. I never was interested in setting things up this way. But it's like, at the same time, now, like, with the way that things have grown, right? It's like, you know, money is a very evil thing, but it's a very necessary thing for us to fight the evil that I see in the world. So I don't know. One day I really hope I can like turn all of this into like a nice charity that's actually like helpful to everybody. Like, that's my long-term goal for all of this. And like, am I ever going to get there? I have no idea. I have no idea if I'll ever be able to like do that, but it's like, that's what I really want to do with all of this. Right? Live streaming is cool. Playing video games is cool. Having a cool YouTube channel is cool, right? But you know what's really cool? Helping people. That's like the real name of the game here. If I could just get some contraction on this platform, right? Sorry, I know I was blowing off chat for that rant. I'll catch right up now. We don't remember the exact wording, but we looked. Oh, I already read that one. Also, make more political. I read that one. I want. Okay, I read that one. Is there even any morally good sponsor? What I found in my experience is that most sponsors are bad. I can get into the reasons why, but like, there's a reason why I'm really reluctant to take like sponsorships at all, because they always come with like these really weird strings attached. When I finish the album I'm working on in 547,855 years. Wait, did I read that number? I probably didn't. It's probably like 5 million years. I get it. Definitely hit me up. Not like anybody gives a shit about quality anyways, considering how many super tiny. Yeah, I know. My best guess is when you do gameplay videos and stuff, you target your core audience, and there's not much place to grow with that, I guess. Your best ones are FOSS reviews and identify stories. Yeah, I've noticed that too. Like, the Luanti video is like one of the best videos on my channel. The channels that do really well is when I talk about a game or like a specific topic that I don't know. I make those videos randomly and just based on interest. So it's not like I know, right? But like, the Luanti video did really well. The what was the other one that did really well? The MP3 player, Strawberry. The Strawberry video did really well. I did a video on Fluxer, like criticizing its AI usage and its coding. That video did decently well, right? So it's not like it's impossible for me to do it, but it's just like, I don't know. Maybe like what I want to do and what YouTube wants from me are two different things. Like, maybe I want to be doing all this gaming stuff, but it's just like, that's not what YouTube pushes, I guess, for my content. I don't know. I really don't know. Reina Co. I like that. That's cute, comic. Hold leftist views. Talk about new drama. Can be especially useful. I'm not going to split my channels apart anymore, though, Emily. I already did that earlier this year, and I just undid it because I feel like that's part of the reason I got hurt, like, so badly and got, like, crushed. Because, like, I moved my channel into different topics, and, like, that didn't even work out for me very well. Wait, what the hell? Was I muted this whole time? Oh, no. Oh, I went on this whole, like, I don't even know what the last thing I said was because I was just talking the whole time. No, I hit the mute button. Hi, sugar. I see you. Hi, you cutie. I see you there. Oh my god. I told you, my brain's not working today. It hasn't been working properly for a few days now. Yes, you muted the entire stream. Oh god. It came for the scuff. The queen delivered. I am the queen of scuff. I really am. I've definitely earned that title. Nobody else on this platform can say they've scuffed it more than me. I've scuffed my entire life. I couldn't even hear you IRL. Powerful mute indeed. Oh, Jesus. Well, not a Linux live stream without troubleshooting. I know, right? I don't know. Like, I'm just worried about getting into politics because, like, if I get into politics, right, like, I don't want... The problem is I put a giant target on my back, too, when I do that. You know, you're going to get people in here that don't agree with my politics. And I've got a lot of stuff to say about some of the content creators on this platform that are really conservative and still end up being really powerful. And I'm going to end up saying some shit about them. And then all their little fanboys are going to come in here and start, like, ruffling everybody's feathers. And that's just something that, like, I really don't want to have happen because I said something in a video. At one point, it, like, ruins the vibe of the community for everybody else. It's, like, something I really care about. Like, all right, I'll give you a great example. I hate Asmongold. I've got nothing good to say about that content creator, right? I don't have anything good to say about the way they conduct a lot of their business, right? Without getting too into the particulars, right? Like, I honestly just find them to be particularly disgusting. I really don't understand where they get the support they do from their community. I guess it's just because they have just a bunch of hateful idiots watching their stream too. I don't know. I can't stand Asmongold, but you know, just watch. I'm gonna say something and a bunch of them are gonna come in here and just like cause a whole bunch of fucking trouble for us. 2 jewels. Aw. Thank you, Hannah. Asmongold is a servant of Nurgle from Warhammer. He's so gross, though. Have you ever seen his bedroom? I've commented about this before. It's disgusting. That is disgusting. That is levels of disgust that I honestly can't tolerate. And I don't know if he's got, like, a mental health issue or not, but, like, at a certain point, you need to take accountability for stuff like that, right? I mean, I even if it's something like that was that bad for me, like, I still wouldn't post pictures of it and show people on the internet, like, that I live that way. Like, where's the shame? The dead rat smell as an alarm clock story is wild. No, don't tell me that's true. No, that's so gross. They'll come onto you just for that comment. But whatever. What are they gonna call me? Gay? I mean, I guess the only defense I have there is, like, if you're coming in and making fun of a disabled transgender girl and her live stream, I guess that just automatically makes you the asshole. So I've always got that going for me, which is nice. The bedroom gate. Could somebody tell me who Asmongold is? They're a live streamer, and I guess they used to play, like, World of Warcraft or something, and that's, like, what got them popular. And now they're just, like, kind of, like, conservative leaning, and they're not just they're kind of filthy, honestly. Not really a big fan of, like, the the words that come from their mouth on most occasions for most topics. We just don't see eye to eye on many things. He's basically the definition of a useful idiot. I think that's a good way of phrasing it, Gombek. Accurate MMO player hygiene, not gonna lie. You know what? Like, honestly, after knowing what he does, like, or what he used to do, like, that doesn't shock me, right? Like, he can talk about, like, having issues. That's fine, right? But, like, let's also acknowledge the fact that he probably let his room get that bad because he's just been playing too many video games and doesn't want to clean up after himself, right? Right? There's depression, and then there's also enabling your own bad habits because you just don't want to deal with it, right? And, like, I think some people need to separate those two things apart from each other. Like, one can exacerbate the other, for sure. They're not always mutually exclusive, but sometimes they can be. It's not always clear, right? Yu-Gi-Oh players have a certain reputation. I was a Magic the Gathering girl growing up, so, like, that's more of my cup of tea anyways. Oh, Baytran, welcome to the stream. I'm sorry if I've been missing people today. Like I said, I'm not feeling great, and I'm shocked I've even been here for 40 minutes. I do like hanging out with the community. I really don't like missing a live stream. I didn't have the spoons in me to play a game today. I just don't. I didn't even have any, like, energy to do anything yet. I literally didn't do anything yesterday. Not a single goddamn thing. And I hate myself for it. Okay, well, that's not necessarily true because I made my roommate Jell-O with some, like, real fresh fruit in it. And I made myself a bowl of Jell-O with real fresh fruit in it, and it was really good. But, like, that's it. I brushed my teeth, and I made Jell-O yesterday. Whoa. 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 I'm so glad I woke up and, like, expended the energy for an entire day to accomplish those two things. Oh, good. Oh, the Meriday, welcome. Rain, absolutely needed right now. Hi, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Konami had to add basic hygiene into tournament rules for... Oh, God, is that a real thing? Really? Asmongold, basically the WoW player from... Yes! Baytrad, that's a good description. What was that Magic the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments? Okay, yeah. We just answered that question. Her voice is back. Yeah, I hit the mute button by accident. I'm sorry. Jessica, welcome. Offering support. Fox Energy, thank you. I mentioned to you last night I haven't been feeling good. I've been having a lot of bad pain management days. It's really, and it's, you know what the worst part about it is too, is like, I don't like pick the days that like I'm gonna have bad pain management. So just like, it derails everything. It just derails everything in my life, right? It's like, I'm not canceling or pulling down these live streams because I want to and I just don't feel like it, right? Like, I don't control how bad my hip aches. I don't control how bad the metal plate in my hip hurts sometimes. It kind of just does what it wants to do. It will either hurt really bad today or it'll kind of not hurt very bad today. And it just kind of ebbs and flows between that. And it's not just my hip too, like my ankle hurts, my foot hurts, like pretty much anything that like got hurt or broken during like the accident, like it still aches. And it's like, it's ridiculous because like I thought after 4 years this would go away, but it's like, it hasn't. Sometimes it feels it's just as bad as like it's always been. Anyways, that's like kind of what I've been going through. If I ever start being transphobic, just know that it'll be because of JK Rowling transphobia mold got to me. Oh, goodness. I don't think you're going to ever be transphobic. You've come a long way, Thomas. We are not good with faces, and for a time we thought Asmongold and Moist Critical were the same person. I mean, I can kind of see that with the hair color. I mean, like, what they kind of do look similar. That's one has gold hair and one has black hair, right? Moist Critical's okay. I don't know. They've done some stuff that I'm not a huge fan of either, but it's like, whatever, right? Everybody tries to take a shot at Moist Critical, right? Like, I'm not going to be the another person to bandwagon on it. Girl, I'm barely awake. I'm about to fall asleep. Get some rest. You deserve it. Even fish need to sleep too. They should add cards to the game like Magic the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh! That force your opponent to take a shower. Oh my god, reign of cleanliness. Right? You know what they should do? They should do that as like a foul card at the tournament, right? Give you that? Like that's your like token card prize? I was like, how did you get that card from the tournament? Because I showed up not taking a shower. Press F for... Oh, well, is it F because I failed or F because you're a fox? I think it's because you're a fox. Girl power. Wait, they have a girl power one? What? That's so cute. Wait, I can like those gifts. Some of the gifts I can actually send hearts on. I don't know if you actually see the hearts or not. Rain, can I ask why you are in a wheelchair? Oh, yeah, I'm happy to talk about it. I've even done videos on the channel about it before, too. Thomas is making a very, very silly joke about it, but it's kind of funny that he brings it up in that way because it's kind of true. Ring got hit by Truck Coon a few years ago. I mean, in all, like, like the joking way to explain it is like I basically got isekai'd, right? But like that's the reality of the situation, though. I was riding my bicycle to work, and yeah, I ended up getting like struck from behind by that pickup truck, and it broke the left side of my hip. It actually specifically broke my acetabulum. So I have a metal plate on the left side of my hip. It broke several bones in my foot. It broke all the ribs in my body. Like every single one of my ribs was broken. And yeah, I've lost feeling in the left part of my thigh from like kind of like where my like hips are down to like almost where my kneecap on the left part of my thigh. So like if you touched it, it either feels like pins and needles, like your foot fell asleep, or I don't feel anything at all. Except for like if you push on it, the pain is excruciatingly bad. Like because I can still kind of feel like some pain from like the hip, like the plate in my hip being. So like there are spots that are really tender there still, and it's like I can't really comfortably lay on my left side ever at all. I can't like put a lot of weight on my left side. I can't put a lot of weight on my left foot because my ankle and my foot are always like hurting me. I don't have 2 fingers because of frostbite. Oh no. Oh, that sucks. I'm really sorry. Hopefully it wasn't on your dominant hand. All of your ribs? Jesus. Yeah, all of them. Every single one. I mean, if you think about, like, hold on. Wait. Like, maybe we need a visual representation here. Give me a second. Give me 1 second to see how we can do this. I could show you something. Hold on. Why don't we come over here for a second? Oh, I forgot. This was still set up for Leon's thing. This might not work, actually. Oh, crap. Okay. I guess I can't show you. I'm gonna have to fix that. That was also part of the reason why I didn't want to do the gaming stream, because I had to undo all of that, and I didn't have the mental energy to deal with it. It was on the right hand. It sucks. I have a mechanical prosthetic. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. We keep forgetting what a truck is in America. Yeah, you know what? Let me just find a picture of it and show y'all on stream real quick. Hold on. So it was, I think I want to say it was like a 2002 Dodge Ram. Yeah, it's about roughly what that vehicle is, right? So let me just find a generic picture of it just so you can kind of see what the truck looks like. And I picked this. Oh, I found a good picture. I'm picking this one in particular so that you can you have a good idea of how tall it is. So there's a door frame behind the truck so you could see how tall the truck is. Give me a second. How am I going to do this? I guess I could just add an image source. Image. Browse. Where is it? It's downloads. There it is. Okay, cool. All right, so let me just shove this up on screen for a second, right? So you can all see it. I'll put it over here, right? So you can all. Okay, cool. So that is about roughly the make, model, and year. About that, right? That's basically what hit me, right? And you can see the building behind the truck for scale, and you can see where the door frame is for scale. And is it perfect? No, obviously not, right? It's not perfect. There's some distance between the building, the door frame, right? So it's not going to be a perfect scale, but it should give you a pretty accurate representation, right? If you're somebody on a bicycle riding, you don't even make it up to where the door is. So I got struck where the bumper was. My hip was pretty much where the bumper was, and the top part of my body, where my ribs would be, where are where that silver grill is on the front of the truck. So that's where I got hit. I got hit right on the passenger side corner of the truck. I caved in the entire corner of their truck. So it's that's what hit me. It hit me at about 25, 30 miles per hour, which would be, hold on, I know not everybody uses American units. Hold on. So MPH to, I don't know, what is it? KPH? KMH? I think it's KMH. Kilometers an hour? I don't actually know what you use, but it was 48, about 50 kilometers per hour for anybody else that doesn't use miles per hour. So 30 miles per hour, about 50 kilometers per hour, which isn't the fastest, but it's fast enough. It's fast enough to launch you from the top of a bicycle. Oh, and I wasn't wearing a helmet, so I was extremely lucky I didn't get any brain damage. Sorry, I don't mean to bring this all up. I know it's kind of rough. The pictures are the worst. I very rarely show people the pictures. I have photos of when I first got hit by the truck, and I very rarely show them to anybody because they're just really bad. We keep forgetting what a truck is in America because if you say hit by a truck here, people assume something like an Optimus Prime drove over you. I mean, that's kind of how it feels in my perspective. This thing is several tons of weight. I hit my head on a cliff once and broke my ankle a few years ago, but nothing permanent. That still seems very dangerous. I hope that I'm glad it wasn't permanent, but I'm glad it wasn't a worse fall than that. All I have in my mind is the Team Fortress 2 Meet the Sandwich. He punched out all my ribs. Yes. I still think about the scene from The Doctor, and when he pulls the rib out of the heavy weapons guy, and he's like, "Don't worry, ribs grow back." And then he turns to the bird, and he's like, "No, they don't." That was my favorite thing. I am so far behind on chat. Holy shit, poor Ray. Oh, this was 4 years ago, if anybody wants perspective. That's the thing that kind of pisses me off, though, is I thought I'd be better by now. I thought I'd have the ability to walk again. I thought I wouldn't have like with anybody who gets injured, right? You assume your pain will go away, that you'll eventually make a full recovery. And it's I haven't. I got to a certain level and then I plateaued, and then I've just stayed at that same level indefinitely. Kilometers an hour is the standard unit for car speed. Unless you're in America. We have to do everything different. I can't believe these vehicles are legal. Rain, I'd say you were lucky. The mortality rate for a vehicle that size is immense. I know, because when I was a kid, my best friend had a very similar accident on their bicycle with a truck, and they didn't make it through their accident. It's a very similar set of circumstances. And unfortunately was also like one of these oversized emotional support vehicles. So, not fun fact, the mortality rises exponentially with car weight. I know. I'm very lucky considering that one of my like this was like when I was 16 too. It still blows my mind on like so many levels. Like I am not escaped by I'm like clobbered by the irony of the situation that we had such a similar set of circumstances like regarding the accident, and they didn't survive their accident and I did. Like, I don't know what the difference was. I mean, he was 16 when it happened to him. You know, obviously I was like a fully grown adult when mine happened. I don't know if that's the difference, but something was different. There was a set of circumstances that were different where I rolled on heads and they rolled on tails. Yeah, that's what I call them, honestly, because there's no... unless you're actually hauling some, like, real freight around, right? I honestly think you need to have a commercial driver's license to use it, or you need to, like, get, like... you need to pass another driver's test to be able to drive one of these vehicles. So that's honestly, like, my very, like, real position on it. Like, you should just not be able to go out to buy the biggest thing possible just because you've got, like, a small, weak ego. And you want to make yourself feel better by driving like this massive, immense vehicle that is, I guess, supposed to represent the size in your pants that you don't have. I mean, like, what are these men really trying to say here with a vehicle that size, right? Like, let's be real about it. It's dick fear. It's dick fear. That's the only reason they're putting all these money into these trucks. Thankfully, I don't have that because I don't even want mine. I'm so sorry to hear about it, my friend. That's sticking in my mind from now on onwards. I don't, like I said, I don't bring any of this stuff up to make people feel bad or anything, right? But it's like, that is what happened. That's what I deal with. And that's why, like, I struggle with the things I struggle with. Aw, thank you for the subscription. But, like, I mean, that's what I deal with. That's why I have chronic pain. That's why I have good days. That's why I have bad days. That's why even despite me coming here and trying to be, like, a boon of positive energy for everybody, I'm pulled down by my problems, too. It's why I can't, like, ever seem to consistently get, like, a live stream schedule going because, like, I set one up with the intention of coming out here and doing stuff, and then it's like, nope, bad pain day, you're not doing anything, or this other thing happened, or I got sick, or, like, just, it's always something. You would think not having a job, I'd have all this free time to do all the work, which is what I want to do, but then I don't actually have the time because I'm spending half my time recovering from, like, just existing. Miss Rain, what should we sculpt for the upcoming art day? I know you like to do, have you ever tried doing a face sculpture of, like, anime? Like, any anime character. I know you've done it for, like, real people floating away today, but have you ever tried sculpting, like, an anime character? Like, any of them. Any anime character you want. I just want to see if you could do one like that instead. I think it'd be a unique challenge, but it would also be similar enough to the kind of sculptures you've already done in the past. I think you could do it, though. Especially if you get, like, a good 3D model to, like, reference. My best friend of 4 years died when I was 18 of a robbery. Oh, Emily, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm not a car person, but it's why I'm so happy with Honda's new Super N. It's so cute. I like smaller vehicles. I used to have a Toyota Prius Prime. I was really happy with that. Mew mew. Wait, let me see if I can do a meow today. Meow. There you go. I was able to muster up the strength to meow. I have chronic pain too. I get you, Rain. I'm glad you at least all understand. I gotta get us therapy. Hey, speak for yourself. I mean, like, as in, like, don't worry. Take care of yourself first. I'll figure out my own therapy. I appreciate it, though. Y'all have to remember, you have to, like, look out for yourselves first, right? Like, as much as you want to help somebody else, right? Like, if you're not good, you can't expect yourself to, like, carry somebody else's emotional weight or try to, like, help them reasonably, because you're just going to burn yourself out. You're either going to burn yourself out financially, emotionally, mentally, right? Like, it's perfectly valid to go, I feel really bad for this person. I want to help, but I can't. I can't help them. And it's totally fine to just go, I wish I could help you. Here's some hugs instead. At least for me, I completely understand, right? Not everybody has, like, the capacity to hear you out, right? And it's, like, especially hard for me because, like, I have the same complaints over and over again. It's like, what's wrong with you? Why are you sad again, Rain? It's like, because my hip hurts. And it's like, didn't your hip hurt last week? And it's like, yep. And it hurt the week before that, 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 right? And it's like, how many times can we have the same conversation about the same complaints, about the same problems, right? Before it just sounds like I'm, like, wallowing in my own sorrow. And it's like, that's not what I'm doing, but it's like, I constantly have to deal with this. This isn't something that goes away from me. It's not like I'm bringing up the bad memory because, like, I want to remember it. I remember it because it hurts. And it's like, how am I supposed to forget something that I've had to deal with every day for the past 4 years of my life, right? Like, I wake up with it. I go to sleep with it, right? I can feel it in my sleep. Like, when I have dreams, right? And, like, I can feel my pain in my sleep, right? Like, it doesn't go away. So it's like, it's not something that I try to wallow in, but it's like, when it's part of your life, it's really hard to push it away and push it, like, into its own little corner and, like, get it off your mind. Hopefully that makes sense. Rain, can you do a stream at the 28th of August? Let me look at my calendar. Yes, I can. Is there a particular thing you were looking for? Attend to your own oxygen supply before helping others. Beautifully said, Maraday. Beautifully said. Honestly, that's the whole point, right? Like, if you can't breathe, how are you going to help anybody else? You're going to pass out in the middle of helping them, and then you're both screwed, right? My birthday is near. Oh. Yes. Remind me, though. Don't let me forget, because I am, like, I swear to God, I am, like, the dumbest cat girl on this platform, okay? I will forget things if you don't remind me. I will shout you out for your birthday next week. I promise. Can we get a Naya? Do you want me to do it the old way, or do you want me to do it properly? Nya. Naya. You know what I should do? I should do that as, like, a joke in a comic, where instead of, like, I do, like, the hiya sounds, I do, like, a bunch of cat girl sounds, and the last one is a karate chop where I go Naya. That would work. I think I can make this work. Rain, maybe you should play some itch.io horror games, by the way. They're free, easy to make a video. I need more dunkable topics like that, so I do appreciate that recommendation, because I started earlier this week. I did record the Factorio video. I started recording it. I really want to do that video, and I knew there would be, like, a certain level of dedication that would go into a video like that. I honestly didn't think that it was going to be what it's already becoming. So this is not a video that's going to come out this week. Like, just me being real about it. Like, am I going to finish the Factorio video? Yes. I think it's going to be a really, really good video. Is this a video that's going to need 2 or 3 weeks? Yes. I didn't realize that. I thought it was something I could finish by the end of this week if I got started earlier in the week on it. And it's just that was like a really unrealistic like expectation I set for myself there for that game. So I'm going to need to do something else for this week that's a little bit easier. And I have been really thinking about doing some more Luanti content again. It's something that I've always liked doing, but I ebb and flow with like Luanti content. So it's like I've been taking a break from Luanti and Vox Libre for a couple of weeks again. And I usually end up doing that, but I do want to do a couple of more videos, and they're really easy to make as well. So I'm thinking about doing that. I got 2 subs from BTD6 for 3 hours. Popular games also appear to work as long as they aren't too popular, I guess. I've always done better with niche stuff, to be honest with you. Like, Vox Libre and Luanti is still, like, the most searched content on my channel. Most of, like, the Linux, like, videos I've done, they've done pretty well, like, with the applications and stuff. First time beating Factorio took me like 100 hours. I've already got a main bus set up, and like my starter base is a huge mess though. It's going to be ridiculous. If you're looking for like the most ridiculous way to beat Factorio Death World, then you're going to be watching the right video. But if you're looking for like somebody to play the game like properly and build like the most like efficient setups, this is not it. This is me basically going, I have an understanding of how this game works, and we're going to just scuff it enough to get the rocket launch. That's it. Like, I am already having, like, issues with, like, my production because I know I didn't set my, I didn't set up, like, my, foundries correctly, so they're not putting out enough plates. And I also know that, like, leeching off of, like, one of the lines to like make steel is slowing things down way too much, and I've got to like problem solve all of these like inputs and outputs and shit. It's like, it's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a huge mess. I'm trying to only do like a half belt of steel so I don't have to like put so much work into making steel. Have you ever played Ultimate Chicken Horse? I have not yet played it, but I've been watching videos. I actually showed a video to my roommate the other day about it, and I told her that I really like this game. It seems like a lot of fun. I would definitely play Ultimate Chicken Horse. Yeah, it looks great. I ruined my coffee this morning, by the way. I'm going to just tell you this right now. If you run out of coffee creamer and you run out of milk, and you run out of, like, non-dairy, like, milk powder, I'm going to tell you the worst thing that you could put in your coffee, right? Now, I think some folks, when I tell them, like, what I did, will be like, oh, that makes sense, right? Until, like, I tell you how bad it went. But I had this, like, package of, like, instant vanilla pudding, and I read the ingredients on the back, and it said that it contained milk powder, right? So I was like, well, you know, I mean, it's vanilla, it has powdered milk in it, right? Like, I'm sure I could use this as some sort of, like, coffee creamer powder. It'll be fine, right? It was not fine. It was not fine. There's nothing okay about this coffee. This is the most disgusting cup of coffee I've ever had in my life. I don't know how to describe this other than that it made my coffee thick in, like, the worst way possible. It feels like I'm drinking a cup of slimy goop that is, like, got the bitterness of coffee and the sweetness of vanilla pudding at the same time. It is not only, dude, like, the sweet and the bitterness clash, but, like, it feels like almost like the vanilla pudding is, like, suspended in the coffee. So they're, like, two separate things still, but, like, sharing the same liquid. I can't describe it, but you can taste it. Like when you like take a sip out of it, like you can just taste how wrong it is. So have you already been to Volcanus? Wait, no, I don't think I ever have. To this day, I can't believe you forgot how to speak Arabic. Wait, I never spoke Arabic. I could speak a little bit of Mandarin, but really poorly. Foxo and my Kenshi run is starting to do flying kicks. Yay! I'd argue putting rat poison in the coffee would be worse. I mean, honestly, yes. It's got a thickening agent. I know! It's really bad. I still have it. I haven't even finished my first cup. I've gotten like through a quarter of my first cup, and I'm like, this is ruined. This is disgusting. I can't drink this. It's undrinkable. It is the most disgusting coffee I think I've ever made in my life. Rat poison? I'll be fine. I'm a human. Yeah, it only works on rats, apparently. That's not true. Nobody ever do that. Don't ever do that. I was joking. No, it's just straight up vanilla Factorio. No mods, nothing. I just want to experience all the new updates because I've never played it since they've updated to like 2.0 or like whatever those like new quality of life updates are. So really the whole point of it is just to beat the game with the new updates and to like beat Factorio Death World for the first time. That's it. That's it. Like the whole premise of the video is, can I beat Factorio Death World? That's it. I figured it's difficult enough where it'll be a fun video. It's going to be challenging, but it's not so difficult like the Rampant mod, because I know there are some like crazy mods out there for Factorio that really update the difficulty, like C-Block and what is it, Rampant, and then they have like a bunch of other ones that like really just crank the difficulty up to like a super extreme level. We're not there yet. If I beat this one and people like the video, I'll consider doing more Factorio content, but like I want to at least just finish the first one. You should have added more to it, actually. Make it into a coffee pudding. Oh, goodness. You know, honestly, I should have just done it in the rear. You're right. But I don't have any milk. You're supposed to add milk to pudding. I don't have any. And I don't go to the store till tomorrow. I'm finally going to Costco, though. It's been a really long time since I've been to Costco, but I'm finally able to go to Costco tomorrow. It's going to be great. I'm going to buy a couple things I really need in bulk, and I'm not going to have to worry about them for like the next 3 or 4 months. I'm a big like Costco bulk shopper. Like I know what I like and I know what I use consistently, being, you know, being in my 40s, right? Like I've lived through 2 decades as being an adult already, right? When I go to the store, I know exactly what I want. I know what I cook with. I know what I like, right? And that's not to say that I don't try new things. I do. Obviously, I try new things all the time. But like when it comes to like the like essentials that I need in my life, I know exactly what I want. Costco sells all of them, and I'm happy to buy them in bulk because I know I'll use it. Like paper towels, toilet paper, cleaning supplies, stuff like this. This I always buy in bulk because it's just cheaper, and I know I'll eventually use it. If not today, if not tomorrow, if not this year, then at least next year. But I have it. I have it, and it won't go bad. Paper products like that don't go bad as long as you don't get them wet. The government can't tell me what to do. That's right. Don't listen to the government. They're never right about anything. Question, what do you consider an accessible amount of profit on a video for Miss Rant? Well, considering I don't make any money on my videos at all, right? Oh, jeez. All right, hold on a second. Y'all really want to see like what it's like to be a content creator on this platform. I'll send you. Hold on a second.
Lemon Zest gave me a chance and made Ame dance.
Oh my goodness, Lemon Zest. Thank you so much, cutie. I was just pulling up a screenshot when you did that. Hold on, let me go ahead and see what you said here. Wait, you just did? Wait, I've gotten 2 donations so far today, and you didn't even write a message in them. Thank you so much, cutie. Head pats for you. Everybody, head pats for Lemon Zest and Gomic. Both of them were really generous this morning. You're both getting extra hugs today, too. All right, hold on. I want to show you this screenshot because this is like about as real as I can get. About like here's the last 30 days of like what I've done on the platform. Where is it? There it is. That's my last 30 days. I made $170 doing this in the past 28 days. As you can see, most of my views are incredibly low. I sometimes spike the algorithm and get lucky, and I get quite a few views on my videos, but I really don't make a splash. This is what kind of like what I was talking about earlier, right? Like sometimes people will watch my stuff, but most of the time I get no engagement, no views, no interaction, which means I don't make any ad revenue on my videos. A majority of the money I make on this platform is from the live streams. $170 in a month is less than minimum wage. Yeah. I make less than minimum wage doing this. But yet I put in more hours and more time and more effort than a full-time job doing this. It takes me, like, between the filming and editing of most videos, it could take me, like, realistically, like, a day or two. About, like, anywhere between 6 and 8 hours, depending how I split up the workload. And then I'm here for, like, what? Like, roughly 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm here for, like, 9 hours a week on live stream on average. And then the rest of it is just making content and doing art and stuff like that. Yeah, I really don't make a lot. Minimum wage is like $1,400. I do not make that. I have probably made that this year. Hold on, wait. Let me see what my 2026 earnings are on this platform. Do y'all really want to see? I don't mind showing you. I don't care. It's not like I've got anything to hide. I mean, y'all donate to me anyways, right? Alright, hold on. I'm letting it load. Oh, come on, YouTube. Seriously? Ever since they started jamming all this, like, stupid AI crap into, like, everything, it's just... YouTube sucks so bad these days. Okay, so this has been 2026 that I'm about to pull up. So this is the entire year so far. So this entire year, I've made just a little less than $2,000 doing this. Which, if this was just like a hobby, this would be phenomenal. I'd be like doing backflips for this, right? But I have been like, those who know, right, know that I have been struggling for like 2 years now to find a part-time job. And, you know, right, like that was what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to do a part-time job, and this was supposed to just be like kind of a hobby that I make a little bit of money from on the side. And really what's ended up happening is the reverse, right? I make all my money from this, and I've never been able to find the part-time job because of my disability. But like, this is all of 2026, and you can see like how a majority of the time I'm like actually really low on views, really low on engagement, really low on everything. And every once in a while I spike the algorithm with something, but it only lasts for a couple of days before it just like kind of all falls apart again. And that's like when I come out here and I say I don't know what I'm doing wrong, I don't understand, right? Like, I've been trying to be consistent with my content, and like, I really don't understand what I'm doing that's not like getting traction on this platform. I wonder how common shadow bans are on chat play streams. I only shadow ban people that say something transphobic or horrible in the live stream chat. Or if you leave me a nasty comment on my video, I will shadow ban you from my channel. And yes, I can shadow ban you. I can shadow ban anybody because it's my channel and I can do what I want. I keep telling you, you're not using the algorithm. You have to forsake your ideals and self-respect to do the videos that stand out more. Is that really all that is? I'm just doing the things I'm passionate about so I get no traction on them. Can you Sonic ban? Wait, what's a Sonic ban? Damn, girl, send them to the shadow. That's exactly what I say, too. The last time, I don't have to do it too often anymore. The last time was when that guy came in here and was like, I'm not gay because I believe in God. And I was like, yeah, good. You go take your godliness somewhere else then. Go be gay with your God or something. I don't know. YouTube is the place where both Do It Again and second episode loses 50% of the views. That's exactly what happened to my Kenshi video. Yes, it's not 2012 anymore unless you get lucky or join a bigger community. You have to pander to the algorithmic gods and stuff. So do politics. That seems to be the theme. Sell soul pics, feet? No, I'm not selling pictures. Oh, my left foot is disgusting, by the way. Nobody wants to see that. Right? I mean, I just want, like, let's just keep this in mind. That foot was broken at one point. It was crushed in that accident, right? Like, let's just keep that in mind. It's not attractive. You don't want to see it. Freaky Rain. That would be a good Halloween name. I might actually keep that for Halloween. When Jesus kissed more guys than you? I know, right? What if Jesus was gay? Like, to be real with you, though, like, if Jesus, like, really did, like, come back, I think he'd be, like, more cool with the gay people than, like, with the Christians. I'm, like, not even being, like, I wish I was joking about this, but I feel like our community would be the ones that would, like, get, like, you know, like, how they have, what's that stupid thing that they believe in the Bible, right? Like, at the end of, like, their lives. Oh, I forgot what it's called, right? Where everybody, like, floats up to heaven. What is it called? What's it? I don't know. I forgot what it's called, but like apparently like that's like the prophecy, right? I would laugh if that really did come true and it was all the gay people, like all the people in the LGBTQ community and all the Christians got left behind. The rapture. Yes, the rapture. That's what I was looking for. Yes. All the LGBTQ people were God's chosen people after all. Whoops. That would be too beautiful. I'm sorry. That would be perfect. Jesus was 100% a gay guy, and those scars on his chest, top surgery scars, totally. You know what? I'm willing to go along with this. I believe it. See, it's God's design that I am an atheist. Exactly. Though I identify these days more as like agnostic, but only slightly agnostic. Yo, I have the #1 crown. That's cool. You get head pats for that. I'd give you more, but I don't have anything. You kidding me? I didn't even have milk for my coffee this morning. I mean, you've seen how much I make on that. So wait. So it's like I've made like, I don't know, what, $2,000 so far this year. So I don't know, like, hold on, let me do the math on that. So it's 2,000 divided by 8 months. I make $250 a month. Yay! I make less than minimum wage than in floating away today's like country. Because what was it? You said it was like $300 something floating away today. I can't remember what you said. Minimum wage here in US dollars is about 290 to 310. So I technically make less than minimum wage. Oh God. Oh. As you were talking about passive income a bit before, how about selling your art prints? I have a shop. I do have a shop. Nobody buys any of that stuff though. Like, just being real about it. Hold on, I'll show you. I've put a lot of work into it, but like nobody goes there. Not that I'm complaining about it, right? Like, obviously you go there if you want to go there, right? But I have that all set up. Like, I've talked about it before. I've brought it up on streams. I've, like, you know. Hold on. Let me drop a link to it in the chat first, and then I'll pull it up on stream so you can see it. So that's, like, where I sell, like, my art stuff, right? And then, let me... how do I do this? I fucking hate OBS sometimes. Is this gonna work if I do it like this? Oh, you know what? Screw it. I don't care. Let's just do it. What is it? Window capture, go. There it is. Got it. There. Sorry, I'm covering up the entire screen. Here, at least let me, like, F11 it so that you can see. But, like, look, I do my drawings. I have art prints, too. Like, you can go and buy some of my art and get them on canvas. I don't have a lot of them put up there yet, but, like, I have this one in my house already. I bought this already. I bought one of my own canvases to hang up on my wall. I have this. I already own this. Right? Like, so I do have that kind of stuff if you're interested. I have this hoodie, this pink hoodie right here. It's one of my favorite hoodies. I wear this like almost every day. I own this, right? I put my art on all this like different kind of stuff for anybody who really just like kind of wants to see it. Right? If you want to buy it, you could get it on a cup. You can get it on like a pillow, right? You can get a sticker if you want to, right? And like put it on your own stuff so you don't even have to buy my junk, right? If you don't want a coffee cup, you don't have to get a coffee cup, right? But like I do try to do all of that. And if there's like other stuff that I've made or drawn that you want on like I can put it up, right? Like if you want, like, well, I already have this print, right? But if you like, if I've done a drawing like this and you're like, wow, I'd really like a canvas of that, like I'll make a canvas of it and put it on my shop. I don't make the most money doing stuff like this, but it does help, and I have done it. No, like with personal websites, more like on Etsy and stuff. I mean, like I don't really do that kind of, because it's too much work. I hate to be like that, right? But it's like if I was maybe just an artist and not a content creator and having to do like all these other things, maybe I would do that. But it's like it's just another thing that I have to manage, that I have to stay on top of. Then I have to deal with like all the Etsy customer service and do all of that. Like I'm already plugged into this. And the other half of this is that this plugs into my YouTube channel. So like it's like kind of all connected. It's not that I'm saying that's a bad idea, right? But it's just like starting up an eBay like thing or an Etsy thing. It's just like it's another thing that like it's another ball for me to drop. It's another thing for me to get started with that I'm not going to be able to put my full attention on, because it's only me. I'm the only one who does all of this, right? I do all the drawings, I make all the commissions, I make the shop, I do the website, I run the live stream schedule, I make all the videos, I edit everything, right? It's like it's me. So if I don't do it, then nobody else does. You should stock Rain coffee creamer. I've got lots of cute stuff on the site too, if you're ever interested. Hold on, let me find something that I really like. What's a good one? I really like, and this is the next one that I want to get, especially for this upcoming winter. But I really want to get the rain jacket, the raincoat. It's cute. It's blue. It's the same kind of blue as I wear as my VTuber dress. It does come in different colors if you don't want that. But I think it's adorable. And I really like the heart on it. And I think it's going to be good for this fall and winter. So I plan on picking that up soon. No, Rain's cream would be taken way out of Wait, what? What? If I started an ice cream thing, I'm calling it Silly Scoops, okay? It's called Silly Scoops. That's the name of it. I'm not even joking. Like, I will start an ice cream parlor, and I will call it Silly Scoops, and I'll have, like, a big drawing of, like, an ice cream cone in, like, all the, like, rainbow colors. And it'll be like, you know, a cat girl, like an anime cat girl trying to hold it and balance it, but like she's struggling. Yeah, it's going to be quite stressful. Yeah, and like that's the thing too, is like it's really tough too. Like it's hard to do commissions because I've already got 3 commissions more that I have to work on, and I have to make an adjustment on the first commission that I did recently because they like it, but there's still like something they want to change. So I haven't even published that yet. And I've been doing that, like, first commission for, like, 2 weeks now. I'd visit Silly Scoops. I think it's a great idea for an ice cream shop. Y'all could steal that idea, honestly. I don't care. Don't even send me a royalty check. Who gives a shit? Right? At least somebody in the community should profit from that idea. Yuri Scoops Girl Cream? Oh, God. I mean, you can name, like, some of the, like, the recipes like that, right? There's a lot you could do, but you still have to name the business something, like, the normies are gonna, like, be able to accept, right? Like, when they get to, like, you would pull into a place called Silly Scoops because it sounds fun, right? When you get there, you can have, like, the weird menu items. They're gonna have to accept it at that point. Rain, I'm making an omelet. That's what I tried to make this morning, and I screwed mine up. Silly Scoops franchises across the world. Y'all could just do it. I don't care. I'd rather see the idea made than to make profit from it myself. Do not name it that. I've had 2 commissions, too. The last one destroyed my morning. It can be tough. But, like, that first commission that I've been working on, I just have to make a small adjustment there. It's just, like, I've got a lot on my plate, so it's hard because I'm still trying to make a video. I'm still trying to do my drawings. I'm trying to update my website. I'm trying to make YouTube shorts. I'm trying to, like, be here on live stream 2 to 3 times a week and manage my chronic pain and manage my issues and make enough money to pay all my bills, right? Like, that's what Rain deals with. And it kind of sucks sometimes. Do I love it? Yes, because I'm being real about it, right? Like, here's the other half of it. I'm basically living my dream, right? My dream has always been to live off of the things that I create and create joy for everybody, right? And be able to, like, spend every day doing these kind of things. Like, that's anybody's dream. Anybody who's ever come to any platform to try to become a creator, right? And they see some success from it, like, that's the dream, that's the goal. And I have made some success doing all of this. I wish I just wasn't treading water anymore, right? It would be really nice if I could get just enough to like get by instead of just enough to like barely make it. And I know that doesn't seem like a huge difference because, again, I'm not really asking for much, right? But it's not easy to live off of such a low amount of income, especially in a country where inflation has done nothing but gone up over the past year and a half. And everything's more expensive. Every time I go to the grocery store, I get less food for more money. We don't really talk about our income, but we have a minimum amount set aside for Miss Rain each month, and the rest is a bonus. It's a cute cat girl. You don't have to pay your cat girl taxes. I appreciate it though. You've everybody here has always been very supportive in their own ways, and I just like I don't want to undersell that point. Like if anybody's feeling guilty or feeling bad or feeling like they haven't done enough, that is never the case. That is never true. You all do exactly what you intend to do, right? Like, and that's enough. That's always been enough. Nobody has to do anything extra, right? I'm just kind of complaining about the frustrations. And like the only reason I'm like kind of upset about it, as bad as I am, is because I've been dealing with really bad chronic pain for the past couple of days. So it just drags me down on everything. Everything sucks. Everything sucks. And I don't know, like, I just, like, blame myself. Like, obviously, like, maybe I just make bad videos, right? Maybe my content isn't interesting. Maybe I'm not actually that funny. Spike the ice cream with estrogen. We call it the e-girl surprise. I heard that YouTube could demonetize channels with saying those. You have to do it, like, a lot. But yeah, I know what you're talking about there. I am careful about the stuff I say on stream, right? But you can also get away with saying it, like, once in a while, and you'll be okay. But if you consistently do it, you will get, like, slapped by YouTube. But they're not, like, so strict about it that like there's like an AI watching right this second, and like the second I say like a bad word, they're gonna demonetize the entire live stream. It's not that aggressive, but if you keep doing it consistently and it gets reported, yeah, they will do something about it. They absolutely will drop the hammer down on you, especially if you're a small content creator. They really don't care, and nobody will answer your calls for help. If I had money, I'd pay the tax. You brought Anna to me. After all, I owe you. You don't owe me anything. Nobody owes me anything. You know what? It's the other way around. I come here to make things for all of you so that your days are better. That's the deal here, right? I'm here to entertain you. I'm the entertainer, right? I'm the clown. Hey, there we go. I'm the cat girl clown. Let me sing and dance for all of you. Right? But like that's the relationship here, right? I do feel better coming here. Like I'm glad I didn't just blow off the live stream, because I was thinking about just not doing anything, but I'm glad I did, because like I ended up streaming longer than even I thought I was gonna do today. Right? And, like, just to be, like, since we brought it all up and I've already talked about it, right? Like, a couple of people have asked, I might as well just, like, address this, right? For those who are wondering why I set the $600 Ko-Fi goal up to be $600, that's what I need. That's what I need every month. Do I need exactly $600 from Ko-Fi to get by? No, I do not, right? But like $600 is what I need, and if I don't make that, like half from that from YouTube and half from Ko-Fi, right, then I'm kind of screwed. And I'm already doing better than half on there on Ko-Fi this month, so I should be okay again, right? But like that's basically how I live my life, is by like watching small donations increment up, and I just hope that I like have enough support from like my content creation to be able to get by every month and pay my debt obligations. Hi, Rainey. How are you? I've been busy with design. Raven, good to see you. I had a feeling you were busy. I hadn't seen you in a little bit. I haven't been doing great myself, so it's fine. Jessica Rain karaoke collab stream. I've got to do more with Jessica. We've only had that one video. I really enjoyed doing it. I want to do more content like that. I wish the video did a little bit better on my channel. But I think it just kind of depends on the game. So we could try a different one, or we could do another Barony video. I'd be open to doing that. It kind of just depends. We tried to get like Kenshi co-op going, but neither I or Jessica could actually make it work. We actually spent like, what was it, almost like 3 or 4 days trying to set all of that up because I had technical difficulties setting up the co-op mod for Kenshi. And then like we had that first day that we were trying to record and like we couldn't even get like OBS set up properly. We just kept running into problems with that whole idea. For no reason, I blew up with like 1.4K views in like on my short. Oh, that's good. That's good. I think something I see offense is Christian. I think they are persecuted now while in history they made a lot of unnecessary suffering. I mean, it can go both ways, right? Things are never like super cut and dry. Oh, I know like as humans we like to do that, right? But it's really hard to put anybody in like in just one simple category and then paint with a broad brush, right? Everything's a spectrum. Everything's got nuance to it. There's like more details usually involved in things than...
The Meriday gave me a chance and made Ame dance.
Oh, Meriday. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, cutie. All right, hold on. I'm going to go to Ko-Fi. I'm going to read what you said. If Ko-Fi will ever reload for me. Aw, you just had a heart in there. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Oh, that was a very generous amount. You didn't have to do that. Head pats for you. Everybody head pats for the Meriday. The Meriday, Lemon Zest, and Gombic this morning. VIP cuties. You're getting head pats. You're getting hugs. What else can I give to you? I can give you hearts, too. I'm spamming the chat. Rain is spamming now. It's raining hearts. It's raining love for all of you. 6, 7. No! No! Why would you do that to me? I did make a joke, though. Somebody was saying something about, like... I can't remember what it was. They were saying something about like Social Security, and I made a joke, and I was like, my Social Security number is 420-6967.
The Meriday gave me a chance and made Ame dance.
Oh my goodness, Meriday! Wait! You got it to 69%. Wait, did you do that for a meme, or did your like finger slip and you just donate to me twice by accident? Holy shit. Hold on, let me see what this message said. Funny number, go Burr. You did do it for the meme. All right, more head pats for you. I see the angle you were going for, and I respect it. We are at 69%, folks. And you could thank the Meriday for that. Have I ever mentioned that 69 is one of my favorite numbers? But not for the reasons that you think it is. Whatever reason you think I like for like the reason why I like that number is probably not the real reason I love that number. You sent a dog treat for 5 jewels. Anna, if you ever become a live streamer, you can talk your chat. Wait, what's the reason? Oh, goodness. Okay, so the real reason I like that number is because I'm immature. That's it. That's the real reason. I don't even care about like what it means underlying. I just love that it like other people like kind of roll their eyes at it, and it's just like it's something funny that you could just point out to everybody, right? It's not it's only what you make of it, and at the end of the day it's just a number. That's it. But it has so many implications to it. And as somebody who identifies as asexual, those are my favorite kind of jokes to make with other people, because usually when you like talk to somebody who's ace, right, there's this broad assumption that we're like, you know, innocent, pure, like we don't like think about things like that. So like when I can pull a joke like that out of my back pocket, I absolutely do, because it like just, I don't know, it lands better with people. Oh, you didn't know you were streaming today? I wasn't even sure if I was going to stream today. Darn, work call made me miss the 6'9". No! Next time. It must suck to be 6'8", being stuck between 6'7", and 6'9". I know. Poor 6'8". Where's that stupid joke? Wait, what was it? Like, why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9? I don't get the numbers. That's okay. They're silly. That's all you need to know. 6, 8, the unfunny. That's going to be my nickname at one point. Rain the unfunny. Rain the radical lame. You know what's funny about that is that's a double pun. Somebody was like, Rain, you're not lame, right? Like they were like being serious and they're trying to push back on it. And I'm like, have you looked up the definition of what lame is? Right? Like, what is the second definition of lame? And it's not a uncool thing. It can mean something that's not cool, right? But what's the second definition of lame? It's somebody who can't walk properly. Hate to break it to you, but facts are stubborn things. Wait, my parents were born in 6'7" and 6'9". You're the chosen one, Snack. Could you imagine being the person who was born on 4/20/1969? I wonder if people take their birthday seriously or not. They're like, yeah, whatever. You weren't born 4/20/69. Say, could Linux run PC ports of games like Super Mario? Oh, absolutely. No question. Absolutely. Emulators are like in the software manager by default. You can just download them. You're the ultimate brain rot? Aw. I'm dating the chosen girl. I was about to say some lame thing means someone that can't walk right. Yeah, exactly. From bowels to brain rot, I was born on a hot summer day. That's quite the quote. Any date is technically chosen. My birthday is a reclaimed birthday. I don't actually celebrate my IRL birthday. So I have my legal birthday, and then I have the birthday that I've actually chosen for myself. And you all know my birthday is the one that I've chosen for myself. It's not my actual birthday. I don't like my birthday. I don't want to celebrate that day anymore. I will go the rest of my life without celebrating. There's only one person that wishes me happy birthday still on my like actual IRL birthday, and that's my mother, right? And she even respects me enough not to call it my birthday anymore. She calls it push day. That's her joke. That's her in joke to me. And I'm like, you know what? That's fine. I didn't know trans people choose their own birthdays. I don't know if other trans girls do, but I did. I wanted to reclaim my birthday. So my birthday, quote unquote, the birthday that I celebrate in January, that is the first day that I took HRT. So that is my reclaimed birthday. Hi, my girlfriend is holding me at gunpoint to watch the stream once again. Sharky, welcome. It's good to see you. My birthday was the day I realized I was trans. See? Okay, all right. Maybe it's not that uncommon. I get to blow up planets. I wish I had that power. That is what my girlfriend and I do. She had a birthday the actual day she was born. We celebrate that on the day she got her gender changed. See, that's what I do. I like that better. We just wanted to reclaim a birthday for my girlfriend that signifies something closer to her identity than whatever history she holds. Exactly. I have no positive associations with my birthday, with my like IRL birthday. I don't want anything to do with it. I don't want people to wish me happy birthday on that day. I may have been placed into this world on that day, but it is not what I consider my birthday. My birthday was the day that I was born as the person I am today. That's my real birthday. Unfortunately, I need to remember some random day when I was well, I have like the thing is too is like if y'all ever want to know like what my birthday is, I did put it up on my social media profile on Fetty, like, which kind of surprises me because like it's not like I've ever hidden the fact of how old I am, but it is still blows my mind all the time that so many people are like, wow, Rain, I didn't realize you were that old. And it's like, really? But anyways, if anybody wants to know, my birthday is January 24th. And it is on my like social media profile. If you want to follow me there, like that'd be cool actually. I hang out there a lot. Usually you'll find me there. You could sign up for an account on transfem.social if you want. I'm going to be doing some art for the instance there soon too. So I'm going to be doing some profile decorations, some fall theme things. So we're going to be doing some like fall leaves. We're thinking about doing like a hay bale thing. I'm going to draw like a caramel apple for like people's like profiles. So you can like decorate your profile with like fall stuff. Leon did a bunch already. So there's like a pumpkin there. There's like a bat there. There's a couple of skulls and stuff like that for like the fall festive stuff. Rain, we have the same birth month. Yay! Our birthday was always our family inflating their egos. My birthday fell. Okay, so it's kind of weird, but my birthday always fell on or near a major holiday. And I hated it for that reason because nobody ever, like, my birthday was never my birthday because it was always like, oh, don't worry, Rain, we'll do your birthday during that holiday, right? And it's like, well, that's not really for me, is it, right? Nobody showed up for my birthday. They showed up for that holiday that just happened to also be my birthday party. And I understand why my mom would do that because, you know, we were kind of poor and she really couldn't afford to do a birthday party and also like a holiday thing, right? But like, I don't know. I don't ever have any good like positive associations with it. So I just, yeah. What holiday? I'd rather not say if that's okay. Because if I say it, then you're going to know. Like, somebody could reverse engineer what my actual birthday is. It's a big one. It's a big holiday. I'll put it like that. It's a holiday that's big enough that would like override a birthday party, right? Oh yeah, Paragon. I got that all set up. It looks like Pal World seems to be like the only option. I'm fine with doing Pal World. I haven't done a Pal World video or played it on stream yet, but if you all want me to play Pal World casually, we can do that. And I'll make that like an open invite for anybody like who's part of like the, you know, the community. Like we could play Pal World together online if you want. September 17th, Talk Like a Pirate Day. I knew it. Yar. I can talk like a pirate too. Yar. Yar. I'm not attractive. Yar. It's National Compliment Day, am I correct? For you it is. You're a cutie. How about that? There's your free compliment. I'm still looking to add more options. Super Mario 64 co-op. I'd be willing to play that too. My test for whether I could share stuff from like I'm aware is whether they don't care about it. If they don't, then there won't be any bullshit. Wow, chat is moving so quickly. I can barely keep up. Like our eldest sibling, born the day before Christmas Eve. It's similar to that. Yeah, floating away today. Yeah, kind of similar to that vibe. It's a big holiday, so people are kind of just don't really respect the birthday, right? It gets co-opted by that holiday because that's what everybody's into. Nyar, I like that. And I'm stealing that. Hey, Rain, want to make my profile picture soon? I plan to commission you. Absolutely. I'm still taking commissions. Just so that you know where I'm at with my commission schedule, I have one commission that I just need to make an adjustment on. I have 3 other commissions that are up in the air that other people have asked me to do recently. If you want to commission me, you can commission me anytime through my Ko-Fi page, as long as you're willing to wait, right? You know what? Like, I've got like 3.5 other things that I'm working on, and it takes me a couple of weeks to work on each thing because these aren't just like art projects for me, right? Where I can finish them in a couple of days because like I know the scope of the drawing and it's for me and I don't care if I kind of scuff some stuff. I spend a lot of extra time on the commissions to make sure they're right and they're like to your vision. So as long as you don't mind wait, you can like put in a commission up front. You can pay me now, or you could just like express interest and send me a message through Ko-Fi and let me know that you're like, hey, I want to start discussing this idea and I'll make a payment, you know, later on or something like that. But like you feel free to approach me at any time. And hold on, I'll drop the link for anybody who's interested in commissioning me. Just remember, like, and I put this in like the listing, right? But it's like, just be patient with me. And if for any reason you don't want to wait any longer, just be honest with me. I will give you a full, if I've not started on the work and you're like, you know what, I changed my mind. I don't want a commission from you, or I'm not happy with like how long I'm going to have to wait for it. 0 questions asked. If I have not put a single line on the paper, you get a full refund. You get a full refund. I will not keep your money. I will not keep your money. I promise. And I do other stuff too. So it's not just like I do one thing, but here, like if you go to my request page, right? I do a couple of different things depending on what you're looking for. So hold on, let me pull this up so y'all can see it real quick. What the hell was I even doing? What the hell is it? This? Yay! Okay, all right, got it. So here's like the anime style drawing. This is like $50. I will do like an art commission. It doesn't have to be anime, but I will do an art commission for you for about $50. Okay, as long as it's not like a super insane scope. Here is an example that I've put here so that you can kind of see like, you know, like what you're going to get for your $50. So if you're cool with something like this and you want to pay $50 for it, I can make something custom for you that's like in that style. But I also do like other stuff too. So if you're looking for like logo, brand assets, thumbnails, stuff like that, I could do that for you. And I can also like touch up your photographs and make some light edits in Photoshop. I can Photoshop some things together, and I don't charge a lot for this stuff too. So if these are like things that you're interested in, you can do all of that with me as well. And that's something that you can commission me for, and that helps me out. That does really help me out a lot too. So anybody who's interested in commissions, there you go. And if you're not sure if I'll do something, just ask me if I will do it, and I will tell you honestly if it's within like my like skill set, like if I can realistically do it for you or not. I will just tell you up front, right? I will full refund you if I can't actually do the work you're asking me to do. If you ask me for something and I'm like, that's outside of my skill set, I'm never going to be able to do it or deliver it to the quality that I think you will actually, like, that it actually deserves, I'll just refund it. It's no questions asked. Did you know that it only takes 23 people for a 50% profitability? At least 2 persons shares the same birthday. Wait. Really? Arnie, also, welcome to the stream. I feel like I haven't seen you in a bit. I hope you've been well. How's my idea stolen? Wait, what idea? Did I miss something? Catgirl Pirate, Nyar. I'm doing Nyar from now on. We have a thing we would want, but it's not exactly something you do. I think you commissioned me already, didn't you? I'm still working on that. I might do it this weekend, though, because the scope of your commission was abstract, which I really appreciated, without getting into too many details on it. I like when people throw me a curveball like that. I'm like, ooh, okay, that's interesting. I also thought it was really thoughtful, so, like, thank you, by the way. A person on the internet doing something productive, impossible. Yeah, hello, I'm doing well, lots of time. I just put you on in the background. Yeah, just search the birthday paradox. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm glad you're doing well, though. Oh, almost put salt in our coffee. I've done that before. Disregarding twins and other biases, of course. So, this is something that my mom told me. Is that, like, I was actually, apparently, a set of identical twins. But they didn't know that because, again, this was one, it was the 80s, right? And 2, they only found out after I was born and there was, like, 2 placentas, right? And, like, all the evidence that twins were there, except there wasn't a twin. There was just me that came out. And my mom used to joke with me that I was the evil one. Rain, can you shadow ban me for no reason? Oh, wait, you want to find out what it's like to be shadow banned? Hold on, wait, I can time you out for a second. Would that be better? Because if I shadow ban you, I got to go back to my channel and manually unban you. I'm going to time you out for one minute. There, now you can see what it feels like. You got a 1 minute timer. You've been shadow banned for a minute. Don't worry, after 60 seconds, Emily will be back. I could do it for as little as 10 seconds, too. That's crazy. Well. Rain is the evil twin. It all makes sense now. You know what? Baytran, you're getting banned for that, too. I put user in timeout. 10 seconds. Okay, all right. I'm done power tripping. I hope everybody enjoyed that. Sorry I banned your boyfriend, Anna. Not as a fate worse than death. I told you it's not fun. I'm glad I was only doing the temporary ones. Oh, I did a couple of emulator games on the channel, but nobody watches those streams if I'm just being real about it. I've done Pokemon and I've done Link's Awakening, and nobody seems to really care about that content. I think it's just really something I wanted to do. I get timed out in Discord so many times. Wait. I've been working on that, Sharky. I've actually adjusted a lot of those, like, I've adjusted the rejects recently so that it has more chill about, like, what people are saying. But, like, I hope it makes sense, though, like, that we do not want to allow slurs in the Discord, because that is a open invitation for every chud to come in here and start, like, spamming them in the chat. It is the only way that I can, like, automatically filter them out, because I know they will come in and say a specific set of words every single time because they can't help themselves. And it just sucks that some of those words can be used in, like, legitimate ways from time to time. Link's Awakening was fire. Yeah, I just feel like people aren't really interested in watching that, at least for a stream. Maybe I can make a video about it, but I would love to do more emulator content and more content from, like, my childhood, if you're all interested in seeing that. Ban that person for 10 seconds. Bay banned. I like that. Yeah, I know. You're trying to help keep Rain's Refuge free of that BS. Right. Like, I'm going to tell you the #1 word that, like, they use is cuck. Every single time. Every single one of them uses that word. They come into the stream and they're like, I see. A Discord full of cucks, right? And it's like, it's so... I'm glad they do it, because, like, I mean, like, the auto mod has, like, 0 chill. You're banned for 7 days if you drop that word in my Discord. You automatically get banned for 7 days. It's like sometimes they don't even get their first message out because they always use the word cuck. It's, like, so predictable. Also, I know not everybody has seen the banned message, but the banned message is pretty funny. So it says, a cat girl has swiped your message for saying something naughty. Behave yourself. Yeah. Right? And then it times you out for 7 days. I like to think it adds insult to injury. So not only did you not get to send your message, but you got a really gay response in return for it. It's like, we know you're bullshit. You could play open world randomizer for Celeste while me and other players play other games. Oh, that's a good idea, Paragon. Sugar brought that up to me before too, and I've been meaning to look into that. That's actually, you know what? We could talk about that more this weekend. Miss Jessera, welcome. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing all right. Do you have a message that could say, enjoy the Shadow Realm? I should change it to that. That's actually a good suggestion. A cat girl has swiped your message and banned you to the Shadow Realm. Be nice. Right? Or if you don't have something nice to say, don't say it at all. Nah, cat girl, no swiping. This cat girl only swipes if you swipe first. If I was in your place, I would make a really cringe message or philosophical question. I like to make them uncomfortable with my gayness. I mean, you gotta fight fire with fire, right? And I mean, what's more? What's better than just, like, being very blunt about your, like, gender identity right to them? Lily, welcome to the stream, cutie. I see you there. I hope you're doing all right. I just hopped on my computer. Did something happen while... No, we were just talking about... We're just memeing. So, yeah, someone asked to get banned. That was it. And I just, like, I timed them out. I timed one person out for... I timed Emily out for 60 seconds, and I timed Baytran out for 10 seconds. Just so they could see what the shadow ban experience was like. Would you like to experience the shadow ban too, Thomas? I could time you out for a minute. You could see what it's like to get shadow banned from here. Hello, what is happening? We are basically just chit-chatting about random stuff at this point. How you doing, DC Emperor? You are not a name that I'm familiar with. Are you new here? If you are, welcome. If you've been lurking for a while, also welcome. And hi, sorry if I didn't notice you before. Please do not, the Thomas. Hey, listen, I mean, technically, I am the one in charge here. If I wanted to abuse my power, I could. I'm fine. Yes, I'm new. Well, welcome to the stream. I was supposed to do a game today. We were supposed to play Amori, but I didn't feel very good, so we're chatting about random stuff. Mostly just, like, kind of about anything. How you doing? Are you having a good day? Did you have a good week? Foxo can 1v1 a beak thing. I was telling somebody about that, like my plan on like where to go with Kenshi, and I would like to be able to do that, except not like with like fist. I want to do that with I'm looking for a falling sun. I really want that weapon. Americans are not as okay with dark people as people here. I love dark humor. Like, I really am not offended by the whole, like, isekai joke thing. Like, some people are like, whoa, 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 why are you making jokes about, like, Rain's accident? Like, I'm okay with that. That's fine for me. Right? Now, if you, like, there are, like, ways to phrase that are not nice and that I don't appreciate, right? But if you're just making a silly isekai joke, I'm fine with the isekai jokes. I make them myself, right? It's totally cool. My day was fine, was about to go to sleep, decided to open YouTube and saw you. Aw, well, I'm so glad. I hope you like scuffed cat girls on your feed, because that's pretty much all this channel is. Palworld is also an option, but again, we need a server if we want to. Oh, yeah, but I have the ability to do that sometimes. Let me talk to people I know and see if we can get a server set up, at least temporarily. Like, I know a bunch of people that would be willing to host a server for me, if not permanently, because they can't, like, do it permanently. They'll do it for, like, a weekend. That's how we got, when we did, Zynotic that weekend, when we had the deathmatch weekend for the video, where, like, we all played the deathmatch together. I had somebody host that for me for just, like, 2 days so that we can all just, like, do that, record the video, have a little bit of fun, you know, stuff like that. So I'd be open to doing something like that. It seems like I'm in for something good then. Yay! Well, I mean, I'm glad you landed in the right place, especially before bed. I love going to, like, small content creators' live streams, too. I actually lurk, like, 90% of the time, I'm lurking in somebody else's, like, really small stream. The thing that always gets to me, though, is, like, sometimes when I do that, because I might be, like, the only person talking in there, they'll sometimes go to my YouTube channel, and they'll be like, whoa, you have, like, 3,000 subscribers. I'm like, no, 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 no. Don't make this about me. Please, this is your channel. I'm watching your live stream right now. Don't talk about my stuff. Like, I didn't come here to make this about me. I get that it might be exciting for them, but I always feel really bad. It's like, no, 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 you don't have to bring me up on your live stream. Come on. I just came here to watch and support a small content creator. I always like those streams the most because, like, I remember when nobody would watch my live stream. It's so tough. Enlisting the server maids. Do you know what our home country's parliament team was called themselves. No, well, one, I don't know, and two, I'm not sure if I'm familiar with that term. Rain, you should totally play some itch.io horror games. It'll be so funny to see your reaction to scary stuff. I am going to add, you know what? We'll do that for Halloween. How's that sound? Like, since it's, we're getting close to that too, I could start recording some videos now for Halloween. And we'll do that all Halloween. How's that sound? Does that seem like a fair compromise? Random question, but what do you think is the worst tradition in history? Probably marriage. If I had to be honest about it. Really, do we need legal documentation to prove that we love each other for the rest of our lives, right? Is that even necessary? Right? I understand the symbolic part of it, right? Where people want to go through a ceremony and have the celebration, right? That part I'm not, like, poo-pooing on. I'm talking about just, like, the legal part of it, right? That I don't understand, right? It's like, oh, you need permission from the government to say that you love each other for the rest of your lives. It's like, what? Really? I need to get a license from the government? Come on now. This is so ridiculous. The concept of marriage is, I'm not interested in getting married. I would be interested in somebody who is like, I want to spend the rest of my life with you, Rain. And I'd be like, yes, I want that too, right? But I do not need to get married to you. There is zero reason why we need to get married, right? I really am not interested in getting married. I don't want to get married. Don't give me an engagement ring. It's gonna just freak me out. You know how they say put a ring on it? Don't put a ring on it. Don't put a ring on my finger. I'm going to be like a real cat girl, and you're going to see me like just bolt away. You have to admit, I have not gotten married despite being in a long-term relationship. But, like, do you need it? Like, do you really need to get married? Like, legally speaking, you could be married, like, in a, you know, in an emotional capacity, or, like, you know, like, you could still have the traditional part of the ceremony without actually following through legally on it. Sarah, oh, sorry, Paralympics team. Oh, okay, all right, yes, and I would be curious what the answer is to that. Wait, did the Romans really crucify dogs? Is that a real thing? Wait, I knew the Romans would do crazy stuff, but I had no idea. And now, think about how complicated a marriage in Germany is. I hate to say this, and I do love Germany, you know that. But Germans have a tendency to make everything complicated, especially with their engineering. This isn't to say that German engineering is bad. Not at all. But to say that things are not overly complicated a lot in Germany, like, would also not. Like, you know what I'm saying there, right? Like, you all have a tendency to really overdo it sometimes. It's like, I've had somebody be like, you don't really know, like, engineering until you've seen the engineering of a Mercedes-Benz. And it's like, I've seen the engineering of a Mercedes-Benz, okay? That looks way overbuilt, in my opinion. Marriage sounds like a lot of pressure. It is. And, like, the worst part about it, too, is, like, a lot of people feel trapped in their marriage because now you're, like, legally committed to somebody, right? Like, whereas, like, not that I want, like, anybody's long-term relationship to end, right? But, like, if you are in a long-term relationship, I brought this up on stream before, too, right? Like, people change over the course of their lives. And sometimes both people in that relationship change so much that that relationship is no longer good for anybody, right? And it costs so much money. It's like, it's really just like, it looks like the government is just like collecting tax on people's like love and then their eventual divorce. That's like kind of really the way I look at it. Fun fact, Russia lets you marry for free, but will charge a divorce. See, I knew it. You're Tunisian. I don't trust what you say about Rome. Lighthearted. Oh, you tell. German humor is no laughing matter. What is that? Grammy engineers are the reason we have rockets and even play. I'm not saying that it isn't good. What I'm saying is that it can be extremely overcomplicated sometimes. That's it. That's my only point I'm making there, right? Like, does it work? Yes. Does it work really well? Also, yes. Can it be extremely over-engineered and overdone? Also, yes. All three things can be true. The team calls themselves Koro, which means the broken things. I love that. I love that, actually. That is beautiful. Actually, a German once didn't like the church, made 95 reasons why. Are you talking about Martin Luther? I remember that part of history. Marriage forces people to be together in a life. It never felt realistic to me. I think, honestly, like, you really, like, making a commitment to your partner, saying that I will love you for life is not a bad thing necessary. I just don't think you need to register it with the government. That's the part of the tradition I don't care for. You should just play more scary games in general, methinks. Horror is very popular any day of the week for any reason. It's pretty awesome. Well, I do have a bunch of horror games, so, like, at least, like, ramping up into that, it gives me a little time to start making those videos, because it does take me time to make videos. It takes a long time to make videos. I am not a great editor. Can I edit videos? Yes. Can I edit them well? No. No. Let's not give all those German scientists praise for rocketry, you know? I mean, they did make the Paris gun, which was I think it was the first object that could shoot something into the stratosphere. Now, I know they built it for you know, for war, like during, I think it was World War I when they built that, right? But, like, you know, that's kind of still impressive, even if it was meant for mass destruction. Lots of people get married on paper here for financial and medical reasons. That's such a bad reason to get married to somebody, though. It's like, oh, let's get married so we can get those bennies. Ugh. Right? Like, I would never want to marry somebody just so I can have health care. And it's like, do I need health care? Yes, I really do need health care, but I wouldn't just marry somebody so they can give me health care. Right? That just feels so bad. The whole 95 reasons nailed to adore thing is a bit oversimplified. It was a normal... Yes, Kylie, you're nailing it. Yes, it was completely normal to nail things to, like, the church bulletin board. I feel like a lot of people, like, misunderstand what Martin Luther did there when he nailed his letter to the church door. I think everybody takes it because, like, if you think about it in a modern sense, imagine if I rolled up to your front door, right, with a hammer and a piece of paper and nailed a letter to your front door. You'd be like, what the hell, right? That would be, like, a serious, like, boundary that I'm crossing there. But it was totally normal. And where do you think, like, the concept of a bulletin board even came from? Like, the church bulletin board. That's just what you would do. He just casually walked up and did that. He probably wasn't even thinking. It was like a moment, right? I was probably whistling, too. He's just probably like, you know, I hope they see this letter later. I have 95 very strong reasons to disagree with them. I sure hope somebody reads this, right? He's just sharing his ideas. I really think people oversell it, though. It's like, you know, like he stomped in through there and everybody was like watching and was like in horror and disbelief as he nailed his 95 objections against the door, right? And everybody, like the people in the church, like the nuns were like putting their hands up to their foreheads and fainting as he did it, right? Like it wasn't like that. Like I think people way overblow it. It's like, oh no, Martin Luther's here. Ah, right? All right, I know that was silly, but I'm glad Kylie brought that up. Anna, both the U.S. and Russia took the engineers to work on better rockets. I'm definitely giving them the honor of inventor of engines. It technically, wait, didn't the Romans invent the first engine? I'm pretty sure they had like a little like engine thing that they came up with. Wait, is marriage that hard to legalize? I thought it was just like, oh no, you can get married super easily. In fact, actually, did you all know that I'm an ordained minister, and I have actually done a trans marriage before. I have married 2 trans people together in holy matrimony. I do have that power. Now, you still need to get your marriage certificate, but I can do. Who wants a VTuber wedding? Who wants to get married by a cat girl VTuber? Good gracious me, I'm late. Well, I did say I was pushing the stream back this morning, Dark Raven. How you doing, my brother? You caught me at a really grumpy hour last night. I feel bad about that. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to be any particular way, but it was like right before bed and I was feeling really miserable. Not like I was like being like mean or anything to Dark Raven, but I was just like not in a good mood. I was like being really pessimistic about everything, and I'm just like, oh, I just suck. Actually, there's a Yuri VTuber, and they plan on virtual wedding, which I'll be watching. Yeah, no, but I can do the wedding. I can do the wedding legally. If you fill out the paperwork and you put my name down to do the wedding, I can actually do it. I am legal to do it. In my country, you could just claim the title of Reverend. I am like, what is it? An ordained minister, I think. I don't know if I have like another title than that, but I think it's called ordained minister. It's not like a reverend. Wouldn't even know what to call myself. What am I supposed to call myself? Reverend Radical? I mean, come on. Reverend Rain. Rain Berend? Oh my god, y'all are. Oh no. That'd be a way to get followers. Miss Rain does the LGBTQIA. Like I said, I can do it. I mean, as long as you're willing to accommodate a cat girl VTuber in a wheelchair marrying you, right? If you're cool with that, you know, hey, I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it. We can put it on video. I don't care, right? Like, y'all know what my face looks like. That's a good service to the community. I wouldn't even charge y'all for it. Wouldn't even charge you a fee. You have to pay the state and stuff like that, right? Like, now, obviously, like, if you live super far away, maybe it'd be nice if you gave me a little money for traveling, right? But other than that, I'm not going to charge you for the service. Are you bringing the paws? Oh, goodness. I actually, you know what? Miss Joshua, you got some head pats for that. That was cute. I'm going to do the wedding ceremony, and at the end, I'm going to be like, all right, if anyone objects, meow now or forever hold your nyas. Guess nobody's interested in gaming today. I like I said, I haven't been feeling well, so at least for me, I can only speak for myself, but like that's like kind of where I'm at. Yeah, today's not a great day. I don't even know if I could do a game. I like that's why I didn't play a game on stream today. I'm surprised I've been here for 2.5 hours like streaming. Oh shit. Oh shit, I forgot to take my HRT and it's already 12 o'clock. No, I missed my first dose this morning. Oh, my alarm just went off for my second dose of the day and I just realized I didn't even take my first one. Oh, god damn it. I literally have scuffed everything this morning. Get married for a like and a subscription. If you subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'll perform a wedding marriage for you. Hey, at least I'm not like other YouTubers who are just like, give me money, nya, nya, nya. Who's that other content creator recently? I just saw a video of it, and he was making fun of one of the people who donated to him. And he's like, oh, that's not enough money. You didn't donate enough. You're not serious about, like, supporting me if you don't give me more money. And I'm just like, it blows my mind that anybody with, like, those words will leave anybody's mouth. Like, holy shit, how entitled can you be? Like, you don't know what that person makes, right? Who cares if they even give you just 5 cents? Be grateful that somebody wanted to give you anything at all. I can't stand that kind of entitlement from, like, content creators. Like, if somebody gives you even a single penny, you just say thank you. You just say thank you for the support. I appreciate what you could provide to me. Just take both. Hasn't killed me yet. There we go. We'll just double dose on everything. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be doing that. Make sure you follow your recommended dosage of medication. I'm taking the Spiro now. I'm supposed to take Spiro in the morning. I'm going to take it now, though. After hearing your opinion on marriage, I got a question. When are you going to get married? I'm going to get married. I'm going to get married the day a snowball can survive in hell. How about that? Is that a good answer for you? The day a snowball can survive in hell, I'll get married. Rain also hates marriages. All right, listen, I don't hate marriages. Just one, I don't want to get married. But two, if you want to get married, I can help you with that. But do I believe in the institution of marriage? I'm kind of 50-50 on that one. Not really. Actually, according to some Christian traditions, tea here are layers of hell that are cold and oh no, Patreon, don't be ruining my joke. So like, oh god, I'm never gonna pronounce that right. Will Nephium work? Snowball can survive it. Nephium is cold, by the way. Okay, yep, you're all proving me wrong. God damn it, no! Oh, you and Baytran both got me with the, actually, yeah, and, like, the worst part is, too, is you're both right. Oh, I gotta be careful what I say. Look, I'm not taking HRT, so I don't know how this works. You got to take it 3 times a day. It depends on like what you get. So like for me, I can only speak about like my HRT Paragon, but I take estrogen 3 times a day sublingually, and I take 1 anti-androgen a day usually. I was doing 2 a day, but I lowered that dosage down just for medical costs reasons. So I take 1 anti-androgen a day usually in the morning. That way, like, I don't like taking it in the middle of the day or at night because then, like, I have to use the bathroom more. Marriage is an institution. Mental. Oh, I like that, Catwoman. So is it actually dangerous to take 2 doses together? I don't think it's, like, dangerous, but it's, like, the thing that somebody told me, Paragon, about that was like spikes are bad. Spikes are bad. You don't want to like spike your body on anything, right? And like having like large spikes of like hormones is not great overall, right? Does that make sense? It's more like you're just trying to treat your body like with the respect and not like overload it with something. I take 1 shot per week. I wish I had an injectable. That'd be a lot easier for me. Take a whole bottle a day to rerun breast, girl. I don't think it works that way. That's like when I tell people that there's estrogen in soy milk, and then they're like, I'm going to go out and chug a whole bottle of, like, soy milk. And I'm like, it's not going to work that way, right? Like, you're not going to grow boobs from drinking more soy milk. I'm sorry. Like, the whole soy boy thing is not, like, a real thing, by the way, right? Like, it's a different kind of estrogen anyways, so it's like, it doesn't work that way. What would happen if you take a double dose, if you forgot an earlier dose? I usually just skip the dose, personally, Paragon. I usually just skip, and I just go on the rest of my day. So if, like, I miss the morning dose, I just take the other 2 doses I need to take for the day. And then I just try really hard the next day not to screw it up. That's at least what my doctor told me to do. I would just follow whatever your doctor recommends, but that's what my doctor recommended to me if I forget a dose. Just move on to the next one. Just forget about it. It's fine. You'd probably peak really high, then go down probably. And I can't imagine that's good because, like, we already are aware of, like, the emotional impacts that estrogen can have on your body, right? And if you're somebody who's dealing with a lot or has a lot on their plate, like an emotional spike like that could be bad, right? It also works the other way if you forget your, like, if you're, like, for me, and I've done this where, like, I've forgotten to take an anti-androgen for a couple of days, right? And I'm not even joking. Like, when that testosterone starts sneaking back in, you can feel it, and it doesn't feel good, and I don't like it. I didn't realize how toxic testosterone was to me until it kind of snuck up on me because I wasn't being great about my medication. And it's like, I just feel more angry, too. I don't like it. I don't like being a boy. Well, who would have guessed at this point, right? Especially sublingual might be a roller coaster. Oh God, I'm already on a roller coaster. Do I need more roller coasters in my life? I need your help. I'm in college. How will I, like, talk to a girl? By the way, all right. So you're trying to talk to a girl. Okay. By the way, my college is, like, completely separate for boys and girls. Please help me, master. Oh, God, you're really asking the wrong. So first things first, there are a couple of things you need to know about me. I identify as demi-romantic, and I also identify as asexual. I hope you know what both of those mean. It's like I'm professionally bad at relationships, but I can give you some advice about talking to people in general that I hope will help. And the best thing to do is, like, honestly, just start up a conversation, a basic conversation. Like, you both go to the same school, so just ask them, hey, how's class been going, right? That's a general question that works for anybody. Hey, how your classes been, right? That's a good, like, conversation starter, right? Oh, I've seen you around. How's the semester been going for you so far, right? That's a conversation starter. You could take some observations on things that they might look like they're interested in. Like, if they have, like, I don't know, they carry around a binder full of Pokemon cards, right? You can just mention that you like that. It's kind of hard to get, like, a initial conversation started, but you can do it. But also just go in with the expectation that they might not be interested in talking to you, and you're just going to have to accept that. There are some people who will engage with that, and there will be some people who be like, I don't want to talk to any strangers, leave me alone, right? It can go both ways. So just be prepared that they may not be comfortable talking with a stranger, but then at the same time, a lot of Americans will just start talking to you if you talk. You could walk up to most people, at least in America, right? At least around where I live. If you walk up to anybody and just be like, so, the weather's been pretty crazy lately, right? They will literally just start talking to you about the weather, right? They'll just be like, yeah, it's been nuts lately. Can you believe it? Like, we've been just getting so much rain. Right? It just really depends on how you broach the topic and how casual you are about it. And be casual. People can pick up if you're nervous or if you've got, like, a hidden agenda on something. Like, I hate to be like this, but, like, people have asked me out before, and I can sometimes tell because they're so nervous to come talk to me. And it's like, so why are we talking right now? And it's like, what's the real reason you talk to me? And like, I don't like putting people on the spot, but I kind of also want to get to the point. It's like, so did you have something you wanted to ask me? I feel like you wanted to ask me a question. I guess it's better to miss a dose than double dip. That would be my recommendation, at least the one that my doctor gave to me. So, but you know, like, obviously a doctor's the best person to ask for that, of which I am not. I see we're having a short stream today. Yeah, I said that. I was like, I'm only going to be here for a couple of minutes. And it's, holy shit, we've been doing this for almost 3 hours. You know, I should never say shit like that when I start the live stream. Oh, I don't feel good. We're doing a short live stream today. Yeah, short 3 hours. Just a casual 3-hour live stream. It ain't nothing but a chat thing. I really need to, like, have more chill for myself sometimes. Holy shit. Also, an important thing, don't have too many expectations and keep it relaxed. Bam! You nailed it, Delta. You nailed it. Honestly. There are barely like 5 people in my entire college who are like kind of into this stuff. It can be tough. I mean, but like I said, if you go in with like casual, and don't go in like I said, don't go in like all super nervous or like with like this like objective that you're going to get right to the point of asking them out or anything, right? Just try to like actually engage in like casual conversation. And if the conversation goes nowhere, right? Like if you just have like a little bit of a casual conversation, right? That's okay. That's a win. If you didn't feel like they felt weird about it or anything, or if like the conversation kind of went okay, just cut it off and just be like, oh, okay, well, I'll talk to them again the next time I see them. And then maybe the next time you see them, you go, oh, hey, how's this going? Or how's that going, right? Try talking to them again, right? Try getting a little bit more familiar with them. See where it goes from there. Play it by ear, right? Don't set up, like, because I think what a lot of people do, especially when they first, like, get into this stuff, is they get so hung up on one person that it becomes, like, almost an unhealthy obsession. Not to say that it is a unhealthy obsession, right? But, like, the way that they're setting themselves up is, like, going to really hurt when they fail, because not everybody's going to be interested. In fact, I mean, it's happened to me where I've even asked people out and I'll be like, hey, do you want to go get some coffee with me sometimes? And they're like, nope. Right? And you just like kind of just have to accept that. And if I like put all this pressure on myself and like built up all these expectations in my head that I can be with this person, when they tell me no, it's going to be devastating, right? But if I set myself up with like somewhat of an expectation that they might not be interested, it's not like it's going to feel any better, right? It's still going to feel bad to get rejected, but at least I haven't put all this weight on the decision where I'm going to be crushed by it. But again, also, I'm demi-romantic and I'm, like, asexual. So, like, I don't know. Maybe, like, just the way I look at these things is just different than other folks, right? It's like, oh, it's reasonable that they don't want to go out on a date with me. That's totally fine. Doing a talking stream helps you just say it. It really does. It really does. When the weather reports are accurate. Hey, at least you don't sound like you're dying anymore. I know, when I first came here, like I said, I was still kind of waking up. I've been sleeping a lot. My voice was still kind of like groggy from waking up first thing in the morning. Also been screaming in my house recently a little bit more, so that's been making my voice a little bit more hoarse. It's because of the rats, which hopefully is a situation that will be resolved sooner rather than later. I don't want to deal with that anymore. Oh my god, I'm so lost on chat right now. But yeah, I'm asexual and potentially demi-romantic. I don't like sex. Neither do I. But here's the funny thing. I know how to make really funny, like, adult jokes with my friends. I only make them with my friends, right? But some of my friends are really shocked about, like, some of the adult jokes I make because they're like, what the hell? I didn't expect you to say something like that. It's like, come on, I'm not, like... It's not like I don't know what that is just because I'm not into it, right? Come on now. Like, I went to health class too in the 9th grade. I've had the birds and the bees conversation. Right? It's not like I'm oblivious to it. I know what you're all doing in your free time. The problem is it's like taboo to talk to the other gender in my country. You know, I've always found that particular like cultural thing weird, right? It's like, because like the other half of that too is like we don't like gay people, so it's like gay to be like hanging out and doing stuff with your own gender, but then it's also taboo to talk to the other gender for other reasons. And it's like, can you just pick one? Can you just pick one? We can either all be gay together or we can all be hetero together or some sort of mix of both. I prefer the mix of both personally. You know what? In fact, let's just mix it all up. I say take every gender norm and every tradition and just flip it upside down on their heads just to piss people off, right? At this point, you know, we'll just go for gender anarchy. The word adultery implies all adults do it. I know, right? That word doesn't sound as bad as it actually implies too. Like, I remember being a little kid and my mom brought that up. They were talking, like, she's talking to her friends, and I think they used that word because I didn't know what it meant. And they'd be like, oh yeah, you know, they were committing adultery to their partner, and it's like, that doesn't seem so bad, right? I thought that's what adults are supposed to do. I was a stupid kid, though. I've had moments where I'm sensitive to try hard energy, so I kind of yeah, I get that, right? That's why I'm saying don't put too much pressure on it. Because people often seem to think they only get one chance in life or otherwise be alone and miserable forever. Yeah, like, don't put that many expectations. There's a lot of people out there, right? Like, don't try to get yourself hung up on it too much. But yeah, proud to be asexual. Me too. Me too. I am proud to be asexual. Like, I'm sorry, but it's like, you know, like everybody's like, oh no, I'm not cool till I, like, you know, lose my virginity. And like now I in retrospect, I'm like, you know, maybe I should have just kept mine. you know, looking back on my life experience, maybe I just should have just stayed that way. Was it worth it? No. I mean, all you're doing is striking up a conversation with somebody. That's not a bad thing. Exactly. Don't put pressure on it. That's it. You're just talking with it. Just like I talk with all of you. Right? You came here into my live stream as a complete stranger and started talking with me, and I engaged with you, right? So it's like basically the same mentality. No, I understand. We're not like seeing each other. I'm a cat girl on your screen right now, right? And you're communicating with me via text while I'm doing it in a microphone, and right, like it's a whole different set of circumstances, but it's kind of a similar setup, right? You didn't know me. You found a way. You found a way to phrase some words that I engaged with, and now we're having a conversation. That's all you really got to do. I have to go now. Take care of everyone. It was good to have you, Delta. I hope you have a good day. Remember when we cut from the Barony stream? Oh my god, I know, but that was so funny though. Okay, so there's a weapon in Barony called the cream pie, and like me and Jessica, we made a shitload of jokes on that expense. Like I realized too, I'm like, I can't put any of this in the video. I can't make jokes like that on YouTube. I'm gonna get in trouble. Like I actually had to, because of the like jokes that we were making, I actually had to go look up their policy on it, and I'm like, okay, that might be a little too close, right? I don't want to get a content strike over it. But there was a lot of dirty jokes. I mean, just use your imagination, okay? Just use your imagination. You're all adults here, right? You can figure it out. By the way, just sent you on something on Discord. I'll check it out after the stream. I'm gonna get off live stream here in probably in a few more minutes here. I'm getting really tired. I really only came on to do like maybe an hour, and it's been 3. So it's basically like a normal live stream anyways. Wow, good job, Rain. Good job setting those proper expectations for everyone to follow. I'm not doing a stream this morning. Yes, I am, but I'm only doing it for like 40 minutes, and 3 hours later, we're still chatting and doing a live stream. Yay. I'm such a good, well-organized live streamer and content creator, aren't I? See what you signed up for, DC? Are you sure you want to be here? Oh, jeez. It would have been the same mentality, but the thing is that due to some people, most girls assume that a boy only talks to her either to make her uncomfortable or to flirt with her. So shatter that expectation by just being completely normal. Right? Like, I mean, honestly, like, I'm a little wary about guys talking to me too sometimes, right? Like, because I'm like, okay, why is this person talking to me? And sometimes they're nice, and then sometimes they're not, right? But shatter that expectation. Be just genuinely kind to them and see how far you get. I bet you'll get a lot further than you think. Rain had to cut out the funniest parts. Sad. I know, but they were really like. Listen, if we had like toned the humor down maybe a few more degrees, I could have been able to keep it in. But some of them were really probably way too inappropriate for a video. I don't know. Maybe I'll find a way to host them like somewhere else, and we could do like you could all see the uncut version, right, where I do include those jokes. And you release the rainy day cut with all the jokes included as a Blu-ray release. There you go. You know what? You know what I'll do? I'll open up my PeerTube instance, and that'll be like where all the cut content goes, right? I'll host it myself so YouTube can't pull it down. Raunchy Rain, no! No, we're not doing... That's a nickname you'll never see me use. Raunchy Rain? Oh, it sounds so gross. Oh, no. Oh, is Discord giving you trouble? I'm sorry. Discord sucks. I've been thinking about setting up like a Stoat server for a while. I just haven't gotten to it. Hi, Rain. Hope you'll be doing better soon. Tenno, welcome to the stream. I'm sorry. I'm going to be wrapping up soon, though. I just wanted to give you a heads up there. I see you, though, cutie. Welcome. You know, some boys got a police case on him for talking to a girl. Her father was like some top officer or something. That seems more circumstantial. I wouldn't worry about that too often. Do things like that happen? Yes, but that hopefully is the exception and not the norm to those outcomes. But I can understand that like something like that can be pretty intimidating, right? But like I wouldn't always expect the worst outcome to be, because that just, again, that's just setting yourself up for failure. When in reality, all you really need to do is think about, hey, I'm just going to have a basic conversation, and here are my 3 go-to topics. So, like, come up with 3 general things that you both share that are both related to, like, going to that school together, to that college together, and just try to broach one of those topics with them and see if they engage on it. And hopefully that helps you out. I tried sending a message to you multiple times, and I keep getting an error. That is very strange. We'll try to troubleshoot that after the stream. I'm going to need a little time, though. Ping me on Discord or something. Oh, Paragon, you know what you can do? Open up a ticket in the Discord. That's why I have the whole ticket system, is for stuff like this. So if you're having issues, try opening up a ticket and see if we can get something figured out there. Also, that makes sure that I like address those kind of issues. So if it's something going on with my Discord, I can fix it. All right, I think This is going to be the part of the stream where I wrap it up. So before I go, I do like to say a very special thank you to everybody who's been so supportive recently. Especially want to do a shout out to Gombek. I want to do a shout out to everybody who's been so supportive. But hold on. I want to do a shout out to Meride, to Gombek, and Lemon Zest because they went way out of their way to be very supportive today. So from the bottom of my heart to yours, thank you all so much. But with all of that out of the way, thank you all so much for joining me for this live stream. And I hope everyone out there has a wonderful day.